that?
Did you say you're Russian?
Russian home, yeah.
Uh, uh, the fatherland or motherland? I'm done. I'm done with dad jokes for the night.
Yep.
I appreciate it.
You're out.
Get out of here.
I'm gonna speak like a 1930s person today. My character.
Eldwin, how you doing? I haven't heard from you. Do we want to rename our group? Or are we
What is
sticking
the
with
word
Holy
for
Trinity?
5? Because you've got, what, Trinity and then... What's
Oh,
4?
there's 6 of you, not 5.
And
Yeah.
I think Mikey had figured that out before. It's like, not.
Plus, I mean, what would you rename it to? I'm curious.
I mean,
Do you have any...
I don't. Give me 5 minutes.
I'll give you 4.
Oh, that's not long enough.
And I'll give you Google.
Oh, I don't need Google. Google is so 3 months ago.
Oh, interesting. All right, let me hop on here.
I don't see that it goes past Trinity. You've got Unity, Binity, and Trinity.
Interesting.
The Trinity, Binity? That way the 3 times 2?
That sounds ridiculous.
What's your race, Eldwin? Vampire.
Bugbear or something? I don't know.
Are you a long ways from your mic, Eldwin?
Yeah.
You're really quiet tonight, buddy.
No.
Same
Barely.
volume.
Leave and come back.
Okay.
And he is what type of barbarian?
Ancestral Guardian?
Yeah.
I think? Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
That's better, thank you.
Okay, so yeah. Dampier, Barbarian, Path of the Ancestral Guardian.
What were you
Formerly,
before you were? Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
that's formerly Fearbog.
She's an undead
Furbog.
Fearbog. That's why he's so big.
Pretty cool.
And what's a fear bog? I'm not as familiar with the lore. Is that what is
It's
that?
a fey creature.
Oh, okay.
They're pretty much kind of like Bigfoot of D&D.
The
Okay,
Bigfoot were
cool.
like smart.
Pretty much.
Gotcha.
They're super nice.
Or more
too.
smart than a Bigfoot, anyway.
Where
Yeah.
are they out of? Is that in the general or the regular book, or does that come from something kind of like my stuff?
It's from Mordenkainen's Monsters of the Multiverse, but
Okay.
they're primarily
Aren't they like
yeah, they're
Gaelish or something? I forget. They're based off, I thought, something grounded in reality. But yeah, they're like kind of gentle giants of the Feywild.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I just wanted to look up to get some more lore on it because I'm still trying to learn more.
There's a really good podcast, but I forgot what it's called. So that's
It's
not gonna help.
Dungeon Dudes. Dungeon Dudes has some really cool podcasts. They have good topics.
Yeah, I'd really like to find something educational to kind of take me back to the basics, because this still
Dungeon
is, even though
Dudes,
I've been
yeah.
with you guys for a year, I'm still very new to a lot of the D&D stuff, and so having more of that background I think would just overall help. And I can do audio. I drive a lot for work.
There's a lot of yeah.
I mean, are you looking for books or more like encyclopedic stuff? There's a ton
Either
of
or.
books.
Yeah, and if I can get that in some sort of an audio format, I've bought some books through, I
played-
think, is it D&D Beyond?
Yeah, I mean, you played Baldur's Gate, right?
Yeah, didn't vary a lot from classes. I mean, I did a Dragonborn and a Ranger, and that's all I've done.
I mean, if you're interested in
What's your
Faerun, there's a
race?
ton of Faerun stuff.
Okay.
What's your race?
R.A. Salvador did like the Cleric Quintet, the Dark Elf trilogy, and a bunch of other
Well, I am
Faerun stuff.
very familiar with all of those, with the Legend of Drizzt and the quartet or quintet, whatever,
Cleric
because that
Quintet,
played
yeah.
played in with him when he went and met the druids. There was the squeaky guy that wasn't. He was green bearded, like a green bearded dwarf that was a cleric or a druid, and I followed his stories pretty well too. Those were good.
Yeah, I mean there's a lot of lore on Faerun for sure. It's probably the most popular world.
So would that be Legend of Drizzt then and stuff? The Underdark and the Sword Coast and stuff. That's Faerun.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
the Underdark is a
Okay.
Faerun thing. So is the Sword Coast, Baldur's Gate, Neverwinter, City of Neverwinter. There's a
Okay,
bunch of different stuff in
Okay.
Faerun. But I mean, as for like the races, they kind of vary world to world. I'm not sure if there's much on the Feywild in Faerun. I mean, I know it exists. I don't remember much about like its connection to the world.
It is a plane. I can't
Yeah.
remember if it's the
Oh,
outside.
okay.
It's
Planar
basically
existence.
it basically mirrors the Shadowfell.
Yeah, do they talk about much in any Faerun content though? I don't remember. I
Not
feel
Just
like
from what
it's
I know.
yeah, I feel like they talk about more about things like the Hells and
Isn't the Witchlight
Yep, the
one
Nine
about?
Hells.
Isn't the Witchlight book about the Fey realm?
It
I'm not
is,
sure.
yeah. You venture into the Feywilds, but the Witchlight Carnival tends to venture like different.
is that
realms.
Faerun?
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I mean, I think you can make it off Faerun.
Yeah, I
Campaign.
just
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know if
I
it's-
just knew it was Wizards of the Coast content. I guess it could be a different.
Oh yeah, well there's definitely books on the Fey realm and Wizards content. I was more talking about like connection to Faerun. I was trying to think of it, but yeah, the Witchlight is a good one if you're looking for Feywild stuff.
So, according to the player's handbook, the Feywild and Shadowfell are parallel dimensions occupying the same cosmological space of the material plane.
Yeah, they're sort of reflections of the material plane, kind of like the Upside Down in Stranger Things. It's,
Okay.
Or the Emerald Dream if you're a Wowhead guy.
Yeah, they'll copy D&D, which copied a bunch of other stuff, so it's fine. Fantasy's like just a bunch of bastard children of each other. Like it all started with Tolkien, and then like everything just copied that and changed it a little. And
So he
Tolkien
was-
stole his from like all sorts of old lore too. So it's not like he was without sin.
The OG. Gotcha.
But it's fine. It's fantasy. It's supposed to kind of be based off myth and legend.
Right.
Like the Holy Slayer is basically Excalibur. And yeah, stuff like that. So anyway, welcome everyone.
Howdy, howdy.
Believe the group last we left off was camped outside the city, hoping for a quiet night to rest and regain their magics. Though such things are not always possible. I don't think we passed the time yet, at least according to my my calendar here. So I made a token for Elithor. Just make sure you can pull it out onto the board there.
Oh wait, I thought I already had a token.
You did, but you didn't have any stats or sight on it, so now I made you one with stats and sight.
Perfect. What should I be looking for?
Didn't you just pull it out?
I did.
Okay, yeah, I was just checking to make sure you could.
Oh,
So also, were you not here last time, Clank? Thought you were.
Time before last.
Yeah, a few times ago
Okay.
I was not.
Well, go ahead and place yourself in the party order.
Yay.
He likes to think outside the box.
wait. Was was Matt not here last game?
No,
I
he
was
was.
here
It was
last
week
game.
before
We
last.
did- we didn't have to set anything last week because we just got murdered.
There it is.
Yeah, I
I
don't think
missed-
we may have just not placed him last week, but I think he was
He
definitely
just
here.
missed me being a dumbass and calling everybody to get you killed.
Yeah, he came in after the Ophelia incident, as the history books will remember it. Let's all fight, everyone. But that's okay.
I want to kill more undead.
I want to kill more people. So let's see. We got everyone here. Pretty much ready to go. Rhea, you would be the scribe this week. With Ophelia on quartermaster. And Alwyn, looks like you might need to display as your character still.
Oh,
Seeing the purple splotch. All right.
there we
And
go.
also, being the previous scribe, could you walk us through the events of last time?
Yeah, so that was Holy Trinity. Let me get it pulled up here. Holy Trinity session number 60. We found ourselves on the 53rd of fall. Alwyn finds himself and the party in a desperate struggle as ghouls and dread wraiths, along with other hideous creatures, swarm down the street, having already surrounded Gorthar and Rhea, who is trying to render aid to him. Clank and Elduin try to peel the undead off Gorthar and Riala to give them escape routes, while Alwyn and Ophelia pour damage on from the south to keep the escape route open with the help of Clank. Suddenly, there is a cacophony of bones rattling from a side street as Alwyn glimpsed a massive bone dragon thundering towards the group. Riala misty steps past the surrounding ghouls as Gorthar falls under a massive pile of enemy strikes, bites, and horrible auras. The rest of the party in anguish backs down the street unwillingly from the throng of horrible ghouls, desperately trying to pull Gorthar's now dead body from the clutches of the undead through the use of Rhea's summons, and unfortunately the party fails. Alwyn's yell of horror to the group finally breaks them of their stupor and shock at the gruesome loss of Gorthar, and is forced to flat-out retreat as the dragon and remaining ghouls chase the party a great distance from the encounter, trying to add additional courses to their feast. Alwyn is disgusted at the group's poor choices that led to this terrible loss and heartbroken, knowing he ultimately failed to protect the man that he initially was hired to protect and who became a dear friend to him in the end. The loss of Gorthar affects the party members differently, but an overwhelming air of somberness settles over the camp as they return to the Iron Tide, a party member short. As discussion of the next steps ensues, a strange humanoid is seen approaching the camp, and the party heads to the entrance to discover the source of the noise and confrontation. They are met by a tall, muscular man with glowing orange eyes whose lower arms are charred and wearing no armor from the waist up. Clank recognizes that this is a massive tiefling, as the man bluntly challenges not only the group but the entirety of the Iron Tide within the camp. He is very tight-lipped and aggressive with the large group as he demands to see Gorthar's body. Finally, after much posturing and banter from the newcomer, who finally reveals his name to be Elithor, the group begrudgingly allows him to enter the camp, as they are finally told by Elithor that he has been tasked with retrieving Gorthar's body.
All right. Thank you for that recap. So, it is the 53rd of fall at 5 p.m. What do you all want to do?
Well, I
I
want to
think
kill
we
more
do
people.
need to take a. You shut your whore mouth.
Whoa.
Whoa now.
Ophelia just
Shut your
gassed it all
goddamn
in.
mouth. Just slaps her right in the face.
Yeah.
How dare you!
You. Alwyn's proposal to the group would be a long rest because we're all very worn down from not only our physical but the mental stress that we've gone through recently. And we need to get some more information in our downtime from this angry Mr. Elithor.
All right. So, is there anything the group wants to do for, like, RP before going to bed? Any interactions, like talk of the loss of your comrade or with the new person who just joined you, Elithor?
Yeah. Do you wanna chat with us for a little bit, Elithor?
Who was the scribe tonight?
Oh, good question. Who?
Riala.
Oh. Let's see. Are you asking me that in character, Alan?
No, this is
Oh
out
yeah.
of game.
We can RP it if you want. Y'all might get some info. Yeah, whatever.
I think we need to. We were very tense grounds as you came into the
Right.
camp.
We know
Right.
nothing about you, yeah. So we want to probably get some kind of relation with you before we're like, yeah, let's have this guy just join us.
Right. Well, ask away. Whatever.
Ophelia's gonna walk up and say, Elithor, I'm so sorry about your brother. I know you two weren't that close, but you guys do have a bit of a resemblance. Does the red hair come from your family?
Yes, it comes from my father's side of the family. Our fathers, I guess you'd say.
And who's your father?
That's kind of a touchy subject. My father is a very well-to-do, powerful person on one of the planes of the abyss.
Ah, I see.
I do feel somewhat responsible for possibly taking on too much more than we could chew in that battle. I was not expecting to get swarmed by so many after your brother went in. Uh, I will see it as my duty to try to at least escort you to retrieve the body, come what may.
Yes, I don't actually quite know what went down. I was shortly dispatched after, we heard the news.
I'm gonna give you like a brief recap of your
Yeah,
brother
right.
running in blind and like knocking on, getting swarmed by ghouls because he's knocking on doors after he saw them all, and then we take him
Right.
down, and I'm like, yeah, let's go, like keep coming, and then we got swarmed, kind of thing.
Let's see. So he would probably kind of look kind of shocked and confused and kind of say, "Why, I do find that brave, but does anyone else think that was quite foolish?"
Yes, Master Elithor, that is why I went with him to provide some sort of overwatch. I was initially hired to be a protector of sorts, a guide along his travels as we met up with the group originally. And I feel that I have failed as a protector of him, even though the contract between us had come to a close. A question that I have for you, though, is what are your plans once we recover what we can of your relics and the body? Do you intend on returning?
Well, as much as I wish it was up to me, I get told what I need. Basically, they give me what I need to know. I was told I needed to go retrieve Elric, and I would receive further instructions after it was completed.
I understand that.
Do you always just do what you're told?
Well, there's often punishments for not doing what you're told. What do you say? He looks at everybody, seeing if that was normal.
That's
What are you
that's a little
implying?
Oh,
different.
being locked in the pits for maybe a week if you don't follow instructions.
Is that a show of love from your family? Is that normal where you come from? That's not normal for us here.
Oh, well, anyways, do you have any more questions for me?
Could you tell us a little bit about how you fight? I think if we learn some of how you handle yourself in battle, it may help us work more cohesively as a group.
Why, I enjoy getting up and close with my enemies.
Melee fighter, okay?
Hitting them as hard as I can with my hammer. I do know some magics, and I guess you would call me a rune invoker of
Oh.
sorts.
Okay.
But yes, I prefer to be up close to see my enemy's life end.
All right. Deep, dark, and creepy. Duly noted.
Do most
Rune.
rune invokers normally battle on the front lines like you do?
Well, it depends on how you were taught or trained how to use your runes. Mine are more so for battle purposes. But I'm sure you have rune invokers here on Gaian as well, correct?
I haven't
So,
seen one.
Iara, who's kind of leaning against the house nearby, would say, "Are you not from Gaian?"
No, this is my second time here.
She says, "Where exactly are you from then?"
Well, might as well. I'm from the Abyss.
The Plane of Demons. I've heard of it.
It's a very harsh place, but it'll make you strong.
And I assume your master is the one who sent you here. I've heard planar travel is extremely difficult to all but the most powerful magic users.
Yes, and it's not entirely, as you can tell, you're not able to pinpoint exactly where you need to be. Only in an area, if that makes sense.
So,
To some
Mel,
extent, it does, but you made comment that you've been watching us, or Elric, as you called him. He
Uh,
has not been Elric for a while.
Went
we,
by Gorthar.
Father has been keeping tabs on Elric. He sees something in him. Not the first time that Father would pluck one of his seed from a different realm that he's been to or visited. He's constantly off doing unspeakable things.
I appreciate your candor.
So Iara seems a little concerned. She would say, generally, demons and creatures of destruction come from the abyss, don't they?
Oh, do I not look the part?
Do you tend to bring destruction?
It tends to find me. Yes.
She says, well, I don't know too much about demons, but I know they generally are summoned by wizards to inflict horrible amounts of death on those who are unprepared.
Well, that is definitely true. I'm not here to specifically cause chaos or any particular type of destruction. I'm here as I've stated. Take it for what you will or don't.
She just kind of seems uncomfortable, but nods.
And yes, I will say, as far as keeping tabs on your group, it's just the basics where we're able to see. That particular owl that has seemed to gone missing as it never came back. That owl was a sort of spy.
We always
So
thought it was a summoned creature that Gorthar had. Was it not? It wasn't always around.
it was. It was also a spirit of the abyss.
Oh, okay.
Right.
He just kind of is like, is there any more questions or are we done here?
I'm ready for bed.
Iara just kind of looks at the rest of you and shrugs. She says, well, I don't have much else to ask. Although I don't know much about the Abyss or who his commander is. Alright.
Let's get ready for tomorrow.
So some time passes. At around 7 p.m., Cithril returns with her spies. She seems a bit annoyed. Doesn't actually come and speak to the group, but just kind of continues on to where she has her camp set up. Orcard would say, doesn't look like things went well. We'll see what they discovered. He goes kind of walking over towards Neil and her and the rest of their people. Does anyone... Go ahead.
Yeah. I guess I would want to follow.
Alright.
Orchard, do you mind if I join?
I suppose. I don't think she'll mind, but she does seem a bit angry.
Yes, she does.
So if you go over there, she would look to you and Orcard and say, well, I hope that the two of you had a better day than I did. He says, well, not by much. In fact, both of our groups didn't do the best. We all lost people. She seems surprised. She says, the Trinity, you lost people.
Elric was quite reckless.
The demon summoner. Well, that's
yeah.
too bad. He seemed like a very powerful ally. His loss will be felt for sure. Now we're down to 5 specialists. Well, in your group anyway.
Yes, we might have ran across his brother. They're related. But we might be up to 6.
Was really?
We have a new ally.
I didn't know he had a brother. It's
Honest, but he made a lot of seemed to make a lot of deals with it.
Your mic is going to shit, by the way. I can barely hear you.
Sorry, any better?
No.
No.
Let me restart it.
Yeah, either it's like, yeah, maybe the...
What about now?
Yeah, you sound normal.
Cool.
So go ahead.
Yeah. No, that's all I have to say. What happened with you all?
Strange how your group always seems to have 6 members, no matter how many perils befall you and people you lose. Me? Well, there was some kind of strange undead who seemed to creep through the shadows. Unfortunately, they also seemed good at spotting those hiding in the shadows. So we lost several of our scouts and were forced to retreat. We gained some information, but not as much as I would like. And this means that we're going to be limited if we're to send more scouts in. Or at least I would only send my best people against these strange shadow-dwelling ghouls.
Does that mean you did not find a safe place to camp that may be shielded from the skies tonight?
No, I don't think there's...
a dragon.
Well, of course there is, she says. Something else to add to the list.
And the crows are probably familiar spies watching our every move.
Yeah, that sounds about right. No, I don't have any place for us to camp in secret. I wasn't able to get very far into the city. So I was, we looked around a little bit, but we found very little safety inside the walls.
Thoughts on a plan for tomorrow?
Well,
I think we were going to try our path again. I think we would all be fine if you all held back for a little bit.
well, as I said, Orcard says, I believe we should try to hide our forces inside as best we can. It'll be cramped, but if there's a dragon flying around, he's less likely to notice.
Yeah, I do agree.
This is good. I'll make sure my people are inside. You make sure your peoples are inside. Sithril will nod and say, I don't think there's enough room in that farmhouse, even with using the barn. But I guess there's nothing we can do but just have as little people out in the open as possible. I'll do my best to hide our people.
Cool.
She says, Clank, I've heard good things about your training of the spies I gave you. Thank you for doing this for me. I feel the skills you impart on them will be useful in the future.
Yes, we all have one objective here. Well, I think we have many objectives, but anywhere I can help.
Very well. Good evening.
Always enjoy sharing my knowledge. Yes.
She nods. Alright, so... if anyone else wants to say or do anything. Otherwise, time is passing.
I would just talk to the group and tell them everything that was said and tell them that everybody's heading inside. Maybe we try to find some trees to hide under and camp outside away from where the crows watched everybody go into flammable buildings.
Okay. So you guys are trying, or the group is trying to kind of hide itself inside as well. As we start doing...
Do we want to do that, or do we want to stay outside and try to hide outside?
Alwyn would be all for hiding outside. He's used to sleeping under the stars.
Same.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Alright, so the group is kind of keeping outside, keeping watch.
Yep.
Keeping distance.
The evening is passing. Where's my D4?
No.
Oh, there it is.
Elithor, you're taking Elric's spot in the Night Watch. FYI.
That's fine.
Guys, we're brothers and everything.
Alright. Who is on Night Watch?
Alwyn and Elithor.
Yeah, Alwyn would be on first round.
Alright. Elithor, I don't see your passives yet.
Oh yeah, I forgot to add them. 1 second. What? I gotta remember what they are.
Wisdom score, unless you have proficiency.
Yeah, wisdom says my wisdom's an 8. What does that mean again for?
Oh, that means you're at -1.
Yeah. So
Right.
I don't know how that works.
If you don't have any training, your passives are 9 and 9.
Okay, perfect.
9.
Alwyn, do you have exhaustion? No, right? You're at 15.
I do not.
So late at night, as the moonlight is kind of lighting up certain parts of the wall, you notice a single light moving around near the entrance to the wall that you guys went through on the eastern side of the city. In fact, even with your crappy perception, Elithor, are you at 12?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, even with your decent perception, you would notice it as well. It looks like torchlight or maybe magical light. Someone or something is moving around over by the city wall. Just odd. This is the first instance of torchlight you've seen tonight.
Okay. Does and you said Alwyn sees it.
Mm-hmm.
I think you both see it if you're at 12.
Okay. I say to him, should we send somebody to check it out?
I hesitate to go back out there, but if anyone's going to check it out, I should probably do it. I can do it under the cloak of invisibility. I'll
So,
head out and check it out.
are you sure you don't want backup? I can be quite stealthy when I need to.
Can you be invisible?
No.
I don't
don't
mean to slight you, Elithor. It's just an observation, sir.
Well, let me know if you need help.
I'm not going to get close. I'm just going to try to get close enough to make observations in return. I will not move ahead by myself. And with that, Alwyn would spend his last spell point to turn invisible.
All right. So, what are you using to turn invisible? Go ahead and link it.
Okay. That post? Yes.
What do you mean spell point?
That's a spell slot, right? So I
Oh, you're
use my
using a
last
spell slot. All right,
Slot,
you're
sorry, not
casting
point.
invisibility. Gotcha. Thought
Yep.
this was like a magical item. All right. So you are invisible, kind of moving carefully through the field.
But I won't be getting very close at all, just enough to try to make out more of what it is. And if at any point Alwyn feels like it's not right or some sort of a trap, he's going to back away as quietly as possible. This is just recon.
Okay. So you get closer, and a figure starts to come into view in the darkness. Near the edge of the wall. My music stopped.
Yeah, I figured it was just ominous.
Near the edge of the
Bated breath.
wall is looks like a human wearing red robes, sort of just looking out over the plain. He looks like he is semi looking towards where your camp is, but also just kind of surveying things in general. Looks like some kind of wizard.
I don't dance with wizards. I'd start to back out, especially if I've made the identification of a wizard.
Yeah, he kind of looks past you for a moment. Maybe gives off kind of a smile, then like looks back in the other direction.
Yeah, Alwyn's not real sure about how well magicians can see through spells and shit. He's gonna start getting out of there.
Okay. So you head back to camp?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you rejoin the camp a little bit later. You see that Elithor is still there waiting.
Master Elithor, as Alwyn comes into view. Are you there?
So, how did it go?
There's some sort. Did you? I guess both first here. Did you happen to come with anybody? There is somebody out there, humanoid, wearing red robes. Definitely get the aura of a wizard from this person. Spellcaster.
Yeah, I don't know. Did I come with anybody, Lou?
You don't think this guy is from your place?
Would there be any other scouts or anybody else that was on watch from the Iron Tide or anything
They have some
that I could maybe
people.
check with them?
They have some people like watching from the windows. Like some of their
Okay.
archers are keeping an eye on the outside.
Alwyn would pass on to them some of the basic information. Looks like there's some sort of a wizard out there. If nobody is familiar with who that is, we might want to be on guard. Seems like
Yes,
they were looking at the camp.
we saw the torchlight from our window. One of the hobgoblins says we thought it best to just watch it, make sure it didn't get closer. I assume it's one of the undead from the city, some kind of creature making light.
Mm. Thank you for that information. Nearest I could tell, that's all I could get from it is some sort of a wizard. I did not get any closer for I feared losing my ability to remain invisible to them.
An
I'm going to go
arcanist.
rouse some of my party. Yeah,
Is this like a living arcanist or undead?
I wasn't able to see their face close enough. That's why I backed out. I've
Strange.
had quite enough fight today.
We shall keep vigilance.
Thank you.
All right.
And with that, Alwyn would head back to the camp and just kind of rouse everybody enough to be like, "Hey, let's keep a heads up here." Or I guess whoever I would be transferring watch over to at the end of Elithor and myself's watch would pass that information to the next round of watch.
All right. So during the night, the light would disappear before the end of your watch, and you
Okay.
no longer see the figure. The rest of the night would pass without issue. So go ahead and long rest. Whoever that was, he did not return during the night.
Alwyn would pass the information on to the rest of the group then when everybody woke up that I had seen the light, the wizard, red robes. Not sure human or undead or alive or undead. Hobgoblin said that they saw the
Wasn't
light as
there
well.
a reference at the first church of a red wizard?
I don't remember. Clank, can you refresh my memory?
That's I thought there was the apprentice worked for the red wizard.
Gosh, I hope that's not what it was.
Um,
I mean,
also, isn't there like
many
a
wizards wear red robes, Clank. Iara says.
that is true. Isn't there like a magic police in Gaia from the main town? Could be one of them.
Melody would
Crimson.
say, yes, the Crimson Blade. So I
There, yeah.
didn't think they wore robes. I thought they were more like warriors. But
Okay.
who
Yeah.
knows? It's this. Whoever it is in a very dangerous place. To be standing that close to the city, unworried for
Yes.
the undead attacking him. Might be some kind of madman.
Yes.
Agreed, IRS says. Possibly someone powerful to be able to survive that close, though. So,
Yes.
caution.
Did we see a red wizard in the cursed chapel?
I don't think so. I think he was mentioned in some of the dialogue you heard, but I don't remember.
Oh, that's what it was.
Oh,
Yeah,
actually, I guess you can give me an intelligence check. Maybe you'll remember. Because I know. No, not a save. I guess it's the same thing. If you don't have proficiency. So you think that the what was her name? The being of darkness who kept pulling you around was referring to the red wizard hunting her. The one who kept showing you those different visions and
Yeah.
saying you had to prepare. Though it seems weird that this might be the same red wizard, but yeah, you're not sure.
Well, shit.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
what do you want to do? Luckily, there was no dragon during the evening. At
Oh.
least you did not see one flying around.
I want to trade out my stuff for one of them, but I'm good to go.
So Sithril and Orcard would come meet up with the group. Orcard would say, if what you said of a dragon is true, I think the priority needs to be to hide our forces somewhere more safe. Still, the cathedral and the keep could be valuable points of interest. What do you think your group is going to work on today? What part of the city? Just so we don't overlap our efforts.
I think the same area we went yesterday.
Checking out the
What do you guys
east.
think?
And perhaps we may see what remains of Elric.
Yes, we have to get the dagger back at all costs. Orcard says.
Agreed.
So that should be our priority. Make sure, oh, gods, I hope it's still
Say-
there. Sithril
say, oh
nods.
yeah, and that right, because that's super priority.
Well, do you need help in retrieving the dagger, or do you think the 6 of you will be able to do it?
I think we can handle it.
Excellent. We will continue to look around in our various places. I south and Sithril, I assume west. She nods. I think it will go better today, as I have a better idea of what to expect. But if there is a dragon, we must be cautious for sure. And they're just kind of go their own way at this point, unless you have any of you have anything to add.
No.
You just see
No.
me doing 2 + 2 with my fingers.
All right. So the group will head back towards the eastern wall, into the destroyed section of the palisade.
As we are approaching, I cast locate object on the
Um,
dagger.
okay. What is that, 1,000 feet?
It tells me the direction, and if it's, I'll link it. And if I'm within 1,000 feet, I know. I can't remember. It might be something like that. Yeah. Let me link it. Got too many spells.
All right, so you channel some spell energy, casting locate object.
There it is.
Yeah, so if it's within 1,000 feet. But when you use the spell, it is not. It seems the dagger is no longer there. Or if it is, it's being hidden. But if it was with his body, it should be within 1,000 feet. What do you want to do?
Were you able to find anything, Ophelia?
For some reason, it is nowhere near, and we're within 1,000 feet of where Elric was slain. So I am unsure where it could be.
It could still just be hidden behind the thick enough rocks.
Well, I can maintain the
Or
spell for
lead.
10 minutes while we search.
Might we try to stay quiet?
Yes, and
Instead
preferably
of
not
knock on
go
doors.
knocking. Yes.
No more knocking.
All right, so the group moves back towards where the battle took place. Once again, you would see yellow eyes peering at you from the shadows, making you a bit uncomfortable. Though you get to the house without incident, you would find where the bears drug your ally, but he seems to be at least partially eaten. His stuff is still there, but you don't see the dagger on him. Also, I think his gold would be missing. Here, let me see what he has. What might be taken? So... yeah, his gold is missing. Doesn't seem like he has any magical items either. Like the bag of holding is gone. But the his normal items seem to have been left behind. So you think he was intelligently looted by someone who could detect magic. This isn't a random looting. Obviously, ghouls didn't just take some of his stuff.
So the gauntlets of ogre strength are not there.
Yes.
as well as the Hellfire Sword.
Yes, that is missing as well.
Does the armor on Elric look like it's been damaged?
What type of armor was that?
It was made of pure silver, and it was scale mail.
Wasn't magical, right?
No,
Or wait,
it
silver
had,
scale mail +1?
yeah. Well, he had properties that gave it magic. He did forge cleric, so
Oh, okay. And that goes away when you die, I assume.
yes.
Okay, so yeah, that would still be there. It looks like it's still in usable condition. The ghouls didn't like tear through it or anything.
It's made of silver, so
Yeah. Well, silver isn't generally as hard as steel. It's more like fancy.
no, I know. I meant it's worth something.
Oh yeah, true. So yeah, the armor's still there. His component pouch, a bunch of what looks like human blood and vials, which is kind of creepy. Looks like a couple other things, like his signet ring, his fine clothes, which are all kind of bloody and torn, so those might not be worth much. And looks like a bunch of arcane components. 370, I believe.
Cool. Is Mikey still? Are you still quartermaster?
I got it. Yeah.
Cool.
He should have like a whole bunch of demonic essence.
So
Lou,
I
think.
can go through his stuff. So
Putting it in the party treasury.
oh god, the fucking font on this is so small. Hang on, can I make this bigger? That's not much better. Black leather mantle. Yeah, black leather mantle. Black tattered cloak. Are you taking any of this?
The demonic accent, silver scale mail, arcane components.
Okay. So silver scale mail you took. Let's make sure I delete what you take. The 370 Maho of arcane components. And what was the other thing?
Demonic essence.
How much demonic essence did you have?
A lot.
Right. Yes.
I don't have access to my sheets. I can't tell.
Did you take the humanoid Maho, the blood essence?
I can. How much is there?
80 Maho blood essence.
Elithor just looks in disgust as you loot his brother's body. He's just like, ugh.
I don't see the demon essence. Did you have it somewhere else?
Yeah, it might be if you go to the second page, it should be on there at the bottom, I think.
Oh.
There should be a whole bunch.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. So the recipes are actually still here. I don't know if the group has the recipes or if these were just Elric's, but I'll copy paste them into chat. Red robes, engraved pipe. There's a pearl here. Assume you're gonna take that. For some reason it was not
Yeah,
taken. A book of demon lore, actually 3 books. Yeah, I'll put it in. Maybe I'll take it at some point.
We'll take those books of demon lore too.
Still, oh, various demon essences. Okay, these were the mixed ones that you took from the chest.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so those can basically only be turned into components because they are all mixed together. So the power of them has been like, what's it called? Diluted. since if there were big ones, they're now mixed with the small demon essences as well. And that's pretty much the... Oh, hang on, there's a art object.
I try
Old
to
arcane
be
symbol.
I try to be like as organized as I could, so I hope that helped.
Yeah. I assume you don't care about his engraved pipe or his pipe weed or anything like that.
Clank?
No, I take.
Not really.
Okay.
I tossed the pipe weed to Clank.
Wow, there's a little bit more. Some
thank
incense
you.
for burning. But yeah, again, no bag of holding as far as you can see.
I'll take the recipes as well.
All right. So yeah, that's about all you find on him.
While we're scouring through Elric's body, I take Clank's bag of holding just to help him out.
Okay.
Elithor kind
Right.
of watches all as y'all do this and says, "Isn't it a bit rude to steal from the dead?"
Call it a party donation. You should be familiar with that where you came from.
Why would I be?
Supplies
What
or
was the item you were
supplies?
looking
An
for,
offering to the
Elithor?
greater good.
Elithor, what were you looking for? What was the item you're looking for?
I'm not looking for any item. Just here for the body.
Oh,
Well,
cool.
here it is.
Yeah, what's left of
Yeah,
it?
you guys are gores.
Ugh,
Uh, maybe we should have our people bring the body back to camp along with the rest of the things, Hyara says.
Fair enough.
So, wait, do you have a camp? I forget. You have people, or am I thinking of a
Yeah.
different group?
No, we do. We have 20 laborers and 10 fighters.
Alright. So you can just mark his body as being at your camp now. Your people will come collect it later. What do you want to do?
I guess he would. Elithor would say to Ophelia, "White-haired one, do you have any magics to help preserve the body?"
What do you mean?
Well, all right. Did you tell him of your abilities or not? Was that not have? I mean, he shared.
He would know, yeah, that like I'm like a spiritual person. What is that? Is that gentle repose?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's seen you cast magics, so
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah, I'll cast gentle repose.
Alright, so you
I will
use...
ritual cast it.
Alright, so we're attempting 10 minutes here. Give me a moment to see how that goes.
Oh shit! I didn't think you were.
Or
gonna
I can use this.
Wait,
Or I can use a scroll.
Wait, Ophelia, should we do this outside of the town?
Yes, I believe, I mean, his body should keep till the evening, Hyara says. Why not just have our people pick it up and we can attend to it tonight?
I'll just go ahead and use the scroll because I don't want him turning undead.
Alright, so you use the scroll as it vanishes, a light kind of flashes over Elric's, Gorthar's remains, and you think he is now preserved and protected.
Okay.
Alright, what do you want to do?
Elithor would say, "I owe you all thanks for helping me retrieve the body. For the rest of the day, I am yours to help aid you until we head back."
Okay,
I appreciate the help.
just don't go knocking on any doors with yellow eyes.
Is that some sort of joke?
That's how your brother died.
Well, IR would smile. Technically, I think it was Ophelia's screams that brought down the neighborhood on us.
There it is.
I think technically it was all the undead eating him.
Yes, that probably didn't help. Melody would say it's a bit vile.
I guess so. He would kind of stare daggers at Elduin for kind of mocking his family, and just get real quiet, kind of stoic.
Well, where to next, heroes?
I do not. I say, shall we head towards
The
what is
chapel.
it? The chapel. Is that this first one, Lou, right here, that's closest to us?
Yeah, an old church that you would guess was part of the city construction. It doesn't look like it is strange architecture, at least not from here. Looks kind of like a standard, like church that might exist in any city. So you're traveling or attempting to travel towards there?
Yeah, and I still have my locate object on that dagger up,
All right.
and we're being, yeah, somewhat stealthy.
All right, so you are carefully moving through the ruins. All right, I need a stealth check
From
from the
everybody?
group. Yes. I can take the top 3.
You're welcome.
Oof.
Not Eldwin.
Not Ophelia.
Ooh, so 18, 19, and 9? Are those the top 3?
Best we can do.
All right.
Ouch.
Hey Lou, it's rolling for guidance. I don't know why it's doing that.
You might have guidance clicked on for the save modifier.
And if you
Or-
don't, you have to turn it on and off if you're using global modifiers.
Put on
yeah,
the-
it'll be under skill modifier.
Is it under the cog wheel?
Yeah,
Or
so if you have your global modifiers enabled, you just have to make sure. If guidance isn't on, then turn it on, then turn it off. And that should get rid of that.
All right. Yeah, I'm looking for it, but I don't.
Alright, so while you're traveling through the streets... you're making more noise than you'd like.
Uh-oh.
I'd like to make less noise.
Yeah, I bet you would.
I bet you would. Well, I tried.
Give me one moment.
I'd like to use my inspiration
To do what?
to get my 19 rather than 5.
Well, you would have had to have called that before you rolled.
I called it now.
Sure did. So,
Did you mean a story point?
as you're moving between some of the houses,
Not a story point, Clank, no.
you would hear some movement in the area around you. You think may have startled something.
Cool.
All right. So give me one moment. As you are walking through the area, some windows break as ghouls start coming out of the buildings around you. Alright. Give me initiative rolls.
All right.
Ooh. Oh, hey, put me on the sheet when I cast it from my character sheet. Okay.
I gotta click me initiative, and then I've got to click Ray and initiative. Come out. Why did Ray not select? Click initiative. There we go. Oh, it did. Never mind. Take the top one. I thought it was me rolling myself again.
Okay.
Not that that matters. She goes after me anyways, but it puts her on the sheet.
Oh, there it is. All right. So, from the house, you see several ghouls emerge. Though these don't look like normal ghouls. I think you've fought some of these before, but some of these look a bit odd.
Those look odd.
Lou, I have a question about the hawk totem.
Yeah.
Do I have to call this advantage before or after the roll?
Unless it specifically says you can do it after, it would be before. That's usually how advantage goes. Because like things like the bardic inspiration will like actually say, you know, you can do this after
So
the roll.
when a creature makes an attack roll, is I need to call something out before they make an attack roll? Is what it, because it doesn't say anything about it working after.
Yeah, because like advantage means you roll 2 dice, so it'd have to be before you roll the dice because you roll 2 instead of 1. Technically, like I always roll 2 dice just because it's easier that way. But yeah, for advantage, you'd have to call it before the.
Yeah, I figured you would rule that way. It just makes it very difficult to use that totem.
Yeah, so for certain attacks that you really want to hit, like for things like sneak attack or high damage, it's more useful to do it on those.
I wish there was more totems, like more variety. Obviously, you know, you almost always use the unicorn, but it'd be nice if the others were a little more viable in more situations.
Yeah. All right. So the first act, as all this happens, is going to be Riala. Riala, as these ghouls come crashing through the doors and windows, kind of like angrily moving towards the group. It's shadowy around you, so it's kind of like everything around you is low light, but your light source and ability to see in the dark help you navigate this area without issue. What do you want to do?
But I can see these things approaching.
Yeah, I mean it's basically low light everywhere. It's not dark. So those with dark vision see as if it's light or lit up. Now, do you have a light source on you?
Yeah, Ria's always wearing her stone unless the party decides to take.
And that's
extinguish lights.
that's the continual light rock.
Continual flame rock.
Same with you, Clank.
Correct.
Okay. So yeah, what do you want to do?
Ophelia.
She's gonna cast Bless.
You gotta mark yourself as a light source, then, Ophelia.
It keeps marking me twice. I tried taking it off and it just went back on. All right. I'm gonna cast Bless, and I think I'm going to upcast it. Let's see here.
It's doing the same thing the other thing did. That's
One
weird.
additional creature. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna upcast it. Level 2, and Ophelia, Alwyn, Clank, Eldwin. Sorry. Sorry, Alethor. I wasn't intentionally like gonna just leave you out, but but yeah. So bless is on all of you, and then think yeah, I'm going to back up. I assume this is difficult terrain.
Yeah, the rocks are difficult terrain if you're moving over them.
Okay. Is there any cover from the rocks?
No, they're more just like uneven ground. They're not really
My turn.
high enough to provide cover.
That's my turn.
Alright, so you cast Bless, concentrating on it as the energies fall over those named. Make sure you're marked as blessed. Elduin.
I didn't hear her speak. I'm sorry. Who was the 3? I'm so sorry to overrun you there, Elder.
I upcast it, so it's 4. It's all party members except Alethor.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, Elduin.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
So, seeing the surrounding areas, Elduin's going to be smart. He's going to enter a rage, but he's going to, like, kind of grunt loudly, you know, kind of like how Wolverine does in the X-Men, like,
Alright.
and then roar out.
Got it.
Alright, and as I enter rage, I'm able to instinctive pounce to move up to half my speed.
Okay.
15, 20. And then go up to this guy. And I'm going to attack this ghoul twice with Fatebringer.
Alright, I'm waiting for all the waypoints you put down to finish. You held Q, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah. Alright, so you rush up with Fatebringer, catching him off guard and critting. The crit hit for 20 points of damage.
Alright,
Cutting into the ghoul. Unfortunately, as you do this, he explodes with some kind of gas, a noxious gas. I need a con save.
Ooh.
13 is not going to be enough. So you would take 7 poison damage and become poisoned till the end of the creature's next turn.
Okay.
So your second attack would be a disadvantage, as you're kind of coughing and just really feeling sickly from all the weird bile that just sprayed in your face.
Okay. So what's the symbol for poisoned?
It is the like kind of bolt of poison. This one.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, since I still hit him, he is taunted,
Yeah.
and I think that will be it for my turn.
All right. So ending your turn, it will be Ophelia.
Right. Does that put this top goal in the range here?
For what?
Do you see this circle? Is he in that range?
He is 30 feet away. Yes.
Okay, so I am going to move up to there. And I am going to turn undead.
Oh, never mind. I may have lied. It's not set to the correct thing. He's still in range. All right, so you
He is still in
cast.
range?
Yeah, you cast Turn Undead. So you have to make some saving throws. I'll start with the Ghoul Abomination, the big one up top. It makes a Wisdom save as your holy energy strike it. 18, I believe, is enough. So
That is enough.
it is unfazed. The big fat one south of it will yell, Your god is fake. As the holy energies hit him. Apparently an atheist. He makes his save with advantage. 16?
That meets it.
Alright. South Ghoul also attempt to save. So he is not so convinced of the falseness of your god and becomes turned. Oh, as the light bathes him. The second ghoul, or the other big fat one down there, will also spit as your holy light hits him. Making a wisdom save. Yeah, he as well is unaffected. And finally, the weird gangly ghoul is going to attempt a wisdom save.
Cool, dude. It's just like you
16?
Yeah, passes. Oh, cool. You just saw me turn everything, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna fix that.
I don't think you fought any of these guys in the last battle. These are different
No,
types.
but I just turned everything else. You're learning from your past, DM.
No, these are just random guys. I actually didn't plan them to have turn defiance, but all right. We'll say maybe I did it on purpose. So yeah, anything
Real
else?
smart. Yeah. As my bonus
House rules.
action. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna just kind of like back up to here. Use all my movement speed to back right back up to where I was. And then use my yeah, I'm not gonna use my bonus action. That's it.
All right. So the Ghoul Abomination, the one that made his save, is gonna run south towards the group, going 30 feet to here. And as he does, he is going to let loose a very loud,
Gonna fart.
basically, just gas goes everywhere from him, filling a pretty large area. He will then turn towards Ophelia, unhappy that you tried to turn him, and do a multi-attack.
I just go, it wasn't me.
Wasn't me. Luckily, you block the first attack. Tink knocks off your shield, and once again, your high AC protects you. The Necrophage Ghoul kind of catches everyone off guard and is going to start chanting as he starts to summon magical energies. You attempt a counter spell.
I don't have it, but I'm saying it.
Oh, you just yell counter spell. Counter spell.
Yeah, I just yell it at him.
Does not seem to do anything.
Need 2 blue mana to do that.
Yeah, you tapped out. Wah wah. So there is an explosion of lights all in this area here. And I need all of you to give me wisdom saves.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Yeah, you need one for me as well, or all of us? Like,
Yes, because it is a 30-foot cube, which basically affects all of you. His big undead friend is immune to this. DC is... What is it?
I'm gonna use a flash of genius on
DC is 13.
Eldwin. I'm using a flash of genius on. Is Eldwin close enough to me?
You can measure it.
No, he is not.
Oh boy.
You want to use it on Elithor instead?
Yeah.
Alright, so you spend your reaction as you see Elithor falter and save him from being affected by the spell. And I think the rest of you made it. So Eldwin, you become charmed by the spell, which will also incapacitate you. The creature, concentrating on the spell, We'll then back up 15, 30 to here. Clank.
What a cotton-headed ninny muggins.
I'm muted. No. Cool. Am I still able to see the like the corner of this dude?
Yeah, he has cover, moderate cover, so +3 to his AC. AC
Oh.
16 right now.
Cool.
Oh wait,
I wanna look at-
actually, sorry, with everyone in the way, you'd have heavy cover, so 17, because there's other people there too.
I guess I would look at Elwyn and say, can your dragon wake Eldwin?
Yep.
And then, do I know anything about this stinky cloud? Like, if I run into it, something happens, or?
That would be bonus action religious knowledge to know about this thing.
Cool. Then I'll spend 10 feet of movement to run in.
Okay. It smells really bad, but the smell is not overwhelming you yet.
Cool. I'm going to. He doesn't look too armored, so I'm going to do a booming blade on him. Try to.
So you attack versus AC 14. Yeah, 26 would strike, doing 10 thunder. Now you're using a weapon to do this?
Yeah, I'm using my Thunder Gauntlets.
Thunder gauntlets. Alright. So 10 thunder and an additional 10 for the booming blade, so 20 thunder damage. So there's a crackle of energy. And,
He's taunted against me.
yeah, that will taunt him towards you.
I'm going to use my bonus action to teleport back to where I started.
Okay.
And then, I guess, 10, 15, so 30 feet. Oh shoot, I actually don't want to run down there. I guess I will just scoot back 5 feet, you know? Yeah, I'll scoot back 5 feet.
Alright, Alwyn.
Okay. No rolls yet for the smoke.
So yeah, you start your turn in the stench. I need a con save.
I knew it was gonna suck.
Alright, so luckily you resist the stench, becoming immune to the smell.
He doesn't have reach to me at 10 feet, right?
Let's see. No, none of his attacks are threatening you.
Okay. What's the red skull or the red demon horns?
He's taunted by Clank.
Taunted. Okay. Let us proceed. I am going to mark target on. How do I want to do this? Yeah, let's turn and burn as we go. We're gonna go on big stinky guy. Hunters mark him. I'm using bless as well, just so that we have that call out taken care of.
Blesses to all your
You don't need
rolls, so
to
you don't
call it.
actually have to call that.
Modifier.
Yeah, just make sure the
Just-
global's on for it.
Oh.
For saves as
okay.
well, which is a
1d4
different.
bless,
You have to turn
global
on
modifier.
separately. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Alan's going to take first shot.
Alright, 27 will strike the large abomination, doing 5, 8, so 14 points of damage as Ray uses her reaction.
Okay.
There's an arrow
Second
sticking out
shot
of him.
at a 17.
Yeah, 17 would strike him as well, as he's not really wearing armor. Hitting him for 7, 10 points of damage. Make sure you mark yourself as concentrating for your hunter's mark. Anything else for you?
Yes, Alwyn's gonna move and tell Ray to fly up. So he is going to go 20, 25. Do I need to go around Elithor, or how do I do movement past Elithor?
He is difficult terrain if you try to go through him.
So that'd
You
be
probably want to
30
go
there.
around anyway, because the rocks here are difficult terrain if you try to run over them.
Okay, so here, then here, then here. Is that broadcasting?
Yeah, that works. So you
30 to there.
rush around him, getting to the other side. And
Elithor, close range is not my strong suit. Help me out. And Ray would go.
well, Ray needs to give me a con save.
Okay. Let's do con save.
Alright, so she is poisoned, at least for the time being, overwhelmed by the horrid stench.
Is that okay? The
I got her.
block drop. Oh, okay. Oops. Any adverse effects? I'm not familiar with. Poison creature disadvantage on attack and ability. Okay. She shouldn't be threatened either at current location, correct? Or he's in a square technically, so she would be adjacent.
Yeah, so she is threatened by him, so he will attack her, possibly, if she...
Disadvantage.
It's true, he is taunted, so he would have disadvantage.
But I don't have the ability to command her to disengage, or is that something she could innately?
No, you can. If you command her, she can take the disengage action.
Okay, so she's gonna.
wait, Eldwin.
But wait, you can't do that, though, because you already used your bonus action to...
That's what I thought. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't command her at all.
Yeah, so all she can do is move, which would provoke an Oppie. But, you know, like you said, he is taunted, so he's distracted. If you want to take the risk.
Yeah. Let's take the risk.
Alright.
What do I need to do?
He is going to swipe at her. Disadvantage.
Okay.
15?
AC 17.
Alright, so that would miss.
Okay. So then she is going to.
You said fly? Take flight?
Yeah, I'm just getting measurements here. She's got 40 feet of fly, so she could go here and 10 feet in the air, correct?
So
30
my
feet,
rules
10 in
for
the air.
flight: if you want to move in a direction, you can ascend at half the speed you move in a direction for free. So if you fly 40 feet in one direction, you can ascend 20 feet as part of that movement. Or you can just use the movement to go straight up and down.
Why am I just now hearing about that?
Because it was more recent. Because I wanted to give.
Yeah, he's.
It's like
Yeah,
it's
like
just like
that.
a more fair, like, because I felt bad
Angle.
making people yeah, because it would make sense, like, if you're angling up, it's the same idea as, like, you know, double diagonal.
Well, I understand why you had the previous rule. You were trying to make it simpler because math is hard. But
Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
Math
Pythagoras.
are hard.
Right.
Was that right? The wing, and then I reset it to.
You
wing
put a
wing,
2
wing
when you mouse over it.
wing 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so
All right,
that is
so
it
she's gonna
for
move there.
you and her. Add her to the initiative when you have a moment. The ghoul.
Okay.
I think he's gonna just go. Actually, he sees the energies that hit you, and it's almost as if he knows what happened to you. He's just gonna go this way around you, running up at Elithor. And he is going to multi-attack, doing a claw and a bite. Starting with the claw. 24, Elithor.
Does
Let me see.
Alduin not take the Oppie?
He's charmed, he can't. He's got the incapacitated status because of that spell that hit him. I think that's going to hit you. I see your AC is 15.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at one of my abilities.
Oh.
Whenever another creature you can see
I'll say so. That's not me. Okay. Do I have anything else? No. All right, I'll take it.
All right, so you are struck for 12 slashing, and I need a con save.
All right. Minus 12. And con save. Okay.
Yes.
Constitution.
Alright, so luckily you managed to avoid the effect of its attack. It then goes in for a vicious bite, which will just hit 15 AC. Doing another 12 and another con save, please.
Oh, holy shit. Okay. Great. Good. Good. One sec. Yeah. Another con?
Yep.
I'm now just as strong as the rest of you.
Alright, so luckily you resist the disease, and that would be it for the bloated ghoul. Elithor.
Yep. I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna kill it!
I'm gonna do it. Let's see. What do I want to do first? All right. Going to hold up my hammer and invoke the rune of what? Let me see. What do I want to invoke? The rune. Okay. The rune of the hill giant.
Alright, so you invoke one of your runes, spending the magical energy from within.
And that gives me resistance to everything that I just took.
Yeah,
Great.
unfortunately, it would have come in handy a turn before.
I'm going to do a second wind real quick.
Alright, so you draw from your inner stamina wells.
1d10 plus 7. Okay. 12.
Are you full fighter?
7 levels.
Alright, because you guys are level 8. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, you feel a lot better as you regain 13.
I was 13?
Isn't it plus 7? Sorry, 12. You're right.
12.
Math is hard.
1 second. Plus 12. Okay. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and attack this guy in front of me. With my hammer.
The hammer comes down upon him.
Let's see.
Alright, so the first... Yeah.
It rolled twice. It shouldn't have done that.
Maybe you clicked it by accident. But the 16 would strike him with the first swing.
Okay, well, that second swing, I didn't make that. I only clicked it once.
Well, we can see if it does it again next time. Maybe it just registered 2 clicks for whatever reason. But that would strike, hitting him for 6 points of damage.
I'm going to, when that happens, I'm going to do Flame Strike of the Abyss, which is just Fire Strike for Strike of the Giants. Let's see, Fire Strike, you can, the target takes an extra 1d10 fire damage. I can do this once per turn, every time I land an attack.
Oh, this is a feat, okay. Got it. Alright, so an extra d10, go ahead.
Alright. Okay, so that's 8 damage there.
And this feat didn't have a prereq like the other one that you took without it, right?
This is the one you told me I needed to take the Strike of Giants to use the other one.
Oh, okay. So you took this one to get to the other one.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. So D10 would be 2, so he takes 8 points of damage.
All right.
I mean, that's what the prereq said. You needed this feat to take the other one.
Yeah. And I'm gonna do my action surge.
Do you only get 1 attack?
Well, you said I didn't know if you were gonna let me make that second attack.
Well, usually if you say you didn't mean to, go for it. You can swing again. I won't count that first one. 17 would strike, smashing him again with the hammer for another 6.
And that damage is actually wrong for some reason. I don't know. Wait, might be. Let me check here. Should be plus. I should be hitting for plus 7, and I.
Oh, you're not rolling a dice. You're rolling a 1d1.
Here, one sec.
Hammer is 1d6, so it should be 1d6 plus strength plus 1, right?
Forgive me. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I set up this.
Do you want me to fix it for you?
It should be 1d4 plus 7 as my base damage.
Here, let me look at your light hammer.
And I don't know why it has 2. There was only 1 before, now there's another one.
Alright, I'm gonna delete. Oh, you did it. Here, I'll fix your hammer. What's your hammer damage? 1d4?
1d4.
Did you
plus
delete
7.
both of them?
No, I didn't. That's weird.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
Here, let me... So your light hammer is a magical weapon?
Yeah.
Was that the magical weapon you took for the thing?
Yeah, when you hit level 8, you get that coin. That's what it is.
Alright, so light hammer plus 1. Put it back in. Let me see. Strength plus 1. And you say you do extra damage from something?
Yeah, I have my fighting style is dueling, so I get plus 2 there.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's 1d4 plus 7 damage. So I was wondering why that was rolling weird.
Okay, so plus 2 for dueling.
So do you mind if I re-roll the damage on the first and second attack?
Yeah, but hang on a sec. Strength. Okay. It should work now. Try it.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and roll damage again for both. It says plus 6.
You have to click the macro first.
Okay.
No, I mean like use the macro.
Try it. Okay.
And click the damage. Okay, so you did actually roll a 1 there. So that would be 8 points of damage. It looks like all your modifiers are in.
Yeah, but it says plus 6. Or I'm not getting that extra plus 1 for some reason.
You have plus 7 to damage.
Yeah, it's showing plus 6.
No, it's not.
I see plus 4, plus 2, plus 1.
Yeah, what are you talking about? It says plus 7.
I don't know why. On my sheet it says plus 6, but alright.
If you mouse over the damage roll, it tells you all the modifiers.
Plus 4, plus 2, plus 1. Okay, yeah, I see that.
Alright.
Good stuff.
So he takes that 8 points.
And then I'm going to action surge. Sorry, this has been a long turn, everybody. Hopefully it won't be this issue again. And I'm just going to do 2 more attacks.
Alright, so you swing twice more as you move much quicker. Again, using your action surge. But he's going to dodge the 12. Oh, 20 will crit, though.
Alright.
Doing 12 more points of damage. Anything else?
That's all.
Alright, the Ghoul Abomination will also kind of avoid Elduin.
He's turned.
Oh, this one is turned. Alright, so he is just going to try to flee. Moving off the map that way and leaving the area. The other bloated ghoul is going to run 25, 30 feet, then move around this way towards the two of you. New round, Riala. You might be muted, but that would fail the stench, so you become
Can I
poisoned.
flash her? I don't see the.
So
Or
do you have +6 to your flash?
nope. I do not. Just
So
kidding.
that's probably not a good use. But yeah,
And
no.
poison, remind me what poison condition does. I know it's disadvantage on attacks. Is there anything else?
Ability checks and
Ability
attack
rolls.
rolls.
Ability checks. Okay. All right. I'm gonna Misty Step.
Blech.
Wait, did I hear someone say something about like Eldwin can be shook and awake or brought back?
Smack him. Yeah.
With an action, you can. It's the spell. What's it called? It's the one where you can use your action to awaken someone.
Okay. I will Misty Step down here and
Alright.
shake him.
Now, unfortunately, I think if you become incapacitated, you lose a rage, don't you?
Yes.
So you would have stopped raging due to the spell. But you would be shaken awake by Riala, so you are no longer charmed.
And
So
that was my free Misty Step.
yeah,
That's
your
my charm.
action and your Misty Step. Elduin, no longer angry, but no longer charmed either. What do you want to do?
Well, first of all, I gotta get rid of the charm thing. But
Oh, and this guy's no longer concentrating. So he feels his energy
Oh no.
fade.
Oh no. Get him.
I
Get him,
shouldn't
Paul.
be poisoned too, right? At the start of my turn, or
You would not be, no.
okay. Just checking. That's all. So I think he's gonna go over here, then here, and he's gonna.
Oh,
try
sorry,
to-
you would be poisoned till the end of your next turn.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So at least till the turn ends, you will be poisoned.
Okay, gotcha. In that case, I'm going to reckless attack the ghoul in front of me.
Alright, so you throw caution to the wind, striking out at this ghoul.
Yep.
22 would strike it,
All right.
cutting into it with Fatebringer, doing 9 slashing, which unfortunately is going to cause it to explode with more stench. I need con saves from you and Elithor. Alright, so you're fine. And Elithor is fine. Second attack?
Yep. Second attack.
Yeah, 19 will cut it again. Doing another 12 slashing. Once again, spewing more bile. So another 2 con saves. And Elithor. Alright, so yeah, you two are fine. Once again, resisting the nasty poisons that fly upon you.
All right.
Alright, Ophelia, what are you gonna do?
Oh man,
You're gonna make a stench roll, right?
I'm gonna definitely do that. Yeah. Was it con save?
Yes. It is a con save DC 14, which you would make.
Okay. I will go ahead and whip out the Holy Dawn.
Alright.
The
Striking.
guy right next to me.
A blessed strike upon him. Toll the Dead. It's going to be a wisdom save. Alright, the large ghoul attempts to resist, but will fail.
Alright, so that takes 2d12
2d12.
plus a d8.
Yes. Alright, so you hit him for 5 necrotic and 6 radiant. So he seems to resist the necrotic energies.
I kind of hoped. I had a feeling, but that's okay. Yeah, well, he already uses Oppie and everything, so I'm just gonna, like, walk away from him.
Alright. He says, coming for you, as you walk away.
If he's coming for me, then I'm just gonna go this way, and that's 10 feet of difficult, plus 10 more.
Yep.
Actually, go up here.
Okay, so you move through the rocks, getting to the other side.
Actually, I lied. I'm gonna go up a little bit more out of the way. Okay.
Alright, so the Ghoul Abomination is still taunted to Clank, I believe. So he
Yes.
changes his mind. He's going to rush over at you.
He's gonna take booming blade damage.
Break you. How much Booming Blade?
I think 3d8. Oh no, 2d8.
2d8, yep. Bow. So he takes 6 points of damage, rushing at you, and then he is going to multi-attack. Going first with his claw. 21 would just hit.
Cool. I'm gonna. I don't have shield. Just kidding.
Yeah, so he is gonna strike you. Really, wait, let me check something. Oh, no, that's not right. Okay. Well, he still struck you, but his... For some reason, his attack was only at +3. It should be +8. So the ghoul claws you for 3... Yeah, 3 slashing. Okay, now I'm going to check that damage, too.
Yeah.
Uh...
I appreciate it.
No, that looks right.
He just rolled really, really bad.
Yeah, just rolled really bad. So he strikes you for 3 points of slashing, and I need a con save as the paralysis starts taking effect, which luckily you avoid. Then he comes in for a massive bite attack, which will strike you as well. Doing no, that's better.
Oh.
All right, silvery barb. So you spend a. Huh?
Yeah, it's 60.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shoot, he hit me last time. I'm going to use my reaction to try to, or I mean, I guess he hit me this time. Go ahead.
All right, so you cast silvery barbs as a reaction.
For the second attack. Yeah.
Spending a second level, or sorry, first level spell.
No, actually, that's going to be my free one for the day.
All right, so use your reaction. Who's getting advantage?
I'll give it to Clank since he's coming up next.
Okay. 24 will definitely strike. Well, 23.
Back 15 feet.
Okay. After being hit. So, did you use your reaction already? Or no, you didn't. Because you didn't actually do your thing. So you would take 18 piercing. And he is knocked back 10 feet. Or sorry, 15 feet. Wow. As the shield blasts him back. 15 feet. Alright. The necrophage goes. He is going to... So he sees Elduin concentrating on something and begins to chant. As he does, 3 little sparks of light appear, streaking towards Elduin, or sorry, not Elduin, Alwyn, doing 6 points of damage, and I need 3 concentration checks.
3? Oh, yeah, that's right.
As you are struck by 3 magic missiles. So 6 points of damage and 3 concentration checks. Alright, so luckily you do hold your spell, and just take that 6. He is then going to fully move behind the wall here, ending his turn. Clank.
Cool. Alright.
You have no health score, so you die
I have
instantly.
no. Oh.
You took, what was it?
15 and a 3 and then 18.
Yeah. Just, for whatever your total should be.
Cool.
I still don't see any health score.
I am.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright, what are you gonna do?
Ooh. I think I'll do the same thing I did last time, but a little bit different. I'm gonna run between these two, punch this guy again. Or try to.
Alright, so you rush up to the taunted one. Oh, he's no longer taunted, but you're attempting to taunt him again.
Yes, and this is just a normal Thunder Gauntlets. Oh.
Alright, 13, 14, that will just hit. So the AC is 14. Doing 13 points of thunder on the first punch and taunting him.
I'm gonna turn to that guy. Try to punch him.
Alright. Yeah, 21 will definitely strike him with the secondary punch. Doing another 13 and taunting them both onto you.
And then bonus action. Teleport back here.
Okay.
I got 20 feet of movement left. Shit. Not many places for me to run. Yeah, so I guess I will run over here. 15.
Alright. Alwyn. Oh, you still have your spell, you didn't lose it.
Yeah, I don't know why it took it off. I know touchy. Okay. Bless stays active on the global modifier. I'm right behind Elithor, so that should not affect the shot. First shot.
Who are you firing at?
My marked target, I apologize.
Alright, so that is this guy, right?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Alright, so that would strike him. 20.
Okay.
Doing 10, 11. Oh, what type of damage is your mark? It's just nature, right? Or,
Yeah.
10, 11, and then 5, so 16 on that shot, which would wound the large creature.
Okay. Second shot.
Pew! Yeah, 23 strikes again, doing another 13. The ghoul roars and turns towards you and looks pretty wounded at this point. Anything else?
Yep, I will move there, and Ray will come back up here, and
Okay.
that will conclude our turns.
So Ray's turn. You don't give her a bonus action command?
I used it for the infused strike.
I thought
That's a reaction for Ray.
Yeah.
Oh, so she can still bite because I did mark target last turn.
Yes, that's what I mean. So
No,
you can.
she's good.
Okay. The bloated ghoul
It's not a DM measurement. I'm not super impressed with.
is still taunted. So I think he's gonna turn towards you, which he has advantage on you, right, Alwyn? Or sorry, Elduin. Did you rage?
No, reckless attack. Reckless attack is an ability I can use without
Yeah, but I mean, he would have advantage on you, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he is going to claw. 18 would strike you, doing 13 slashing.
Alright.
A con save. And then bite, which will also strike you. Doing another 16. Oof, and another con save.
Alrighty.
Which you fail that one. Unless we got a flash.
Yeah.
I think he's out of range for flash
I don't
anyway.
think anybody is 30 feet.
Alright, so you have a disease. Deracool fever. That is it for the creature.
I am so sorry. I didn't realize I was muted. I was saying I could use runic shield, but it's been a minute now.
Yeah, you'd have to wait on that. Because, I already rolled the damages.
Yeah.
So that is going to be it for him. Elithor.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do my first attack on the guy in front of me.
All right. So you hit him with the light hammer. 27 will strike.
And I'm gonna use flame strike on this, so 11 plus a d10.
Which you rolled already, so that would be 17.
Oh, was it? Did I have it? Oh, I did. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm glad it worked that way.
All right, so he takes the 17 points and would be wounded from that.
Awesome. Then I'm gonna go ahead with my second attack. Oh, I gotta remember to click that off when it rolls. There we go. 21. Will that hit?
That will strike as well. Smacking him in the back as he's biting your ally. He takes another 9 points of damage as you splatter a bunch of his skull, but he is still alive, now turning towards you.
Okay. And I end my turn.
Alright, the other bloated ghoul is going to rush over at Clank. Actually,
You would.
he is going to rush over at the archer. He is taunted, but he's going to go for someone else and just take the disadvantage. So a claw attack on Alwyn. 9 would miss. And then a bite attack. 11, I believe, misses as well.
Yes, sir.
So that is it for that guy. Into the new round, Riala.
Okay, my brother just got home, so my dogs might start barking. I hear the garage door. I'm going to shoot a sacred flame at this guy. This guy.
All
So
right,
they
the
like
big
flame.
one.
Yeah.
All right, so flames of holy light burn towards that guy. We'll attempt to dodge, though he doesn't look very dodgy. Oh, he is surprisingly agile. 15 would make it, so he gets out of the way.
I'm going to move into some of this brush, and that's my turn.
All right, Elduin. No longer
All right.
offering advantage, and the poison is gone as well.
Okay.
You also don't need the weapons mark. That is
Okay.
that's legacy marking. I don't use those anymore.
Okay.
That was Loot 3.5.
Yeah, exactly. That was last edition. You just kind of have to know how you're using your hands.
Okay. I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna attack this guy twice.
All right. Your sword will kind of say, oh, well, perhaps a different target as you keep spewing bile everywhere with your strikes. 27 will crit him, though, as you tell your sword to suck it. Doing 23. Once again, spraying bile everywhere. So I need 2 con saves, one from each of the adjacent people. Elithor. I'm going to give you token macros to make your stuff easier.
I think he said he's stepping away for a second.
Son of a bitch,
We might
alright.
have to roll for him.
Alright. Fine. Oh wait, no, he's there. 9 would fail, so Elithor, you take 7 poison damage, and you are poisoned until the end of your next turn. Ugh, as this bile gets all over you. Second attack, Elduin.
Yeah.
Oh, but that is gonna natural 1.
Okay.
I'll do the 7 points. Did you take your 7, Elithor?
Yeah.
Okay. Ophelia.
Okay, sorry, I had to step away too here for a sec. As the big guy in the center, is he down?
No. He is
This
wounded,
guy's still up.
but he's still up.
Okay. And this guy is also wounded.
Yeah. The big one is badly wounded. This one... Oh, actually, that one with your crit would be badly wounded as well.
Well. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I am going to Sacred Flame and bless that on the big guy.
Okay. So more radiant fire streaks towards him. She will attempt to dodge. When he does dodge, wow, that's like Neo Ghoul right there. Gets out of the way of that sacred fire as well.
Well, that's I'm going to move to get myself closer to everyone else. Boop, boop, boop. I'm gonna get. I'll move 20 feet to there. Going to bonus actions. Spirit weapon.
All right.
Hold on, sorry. Looking. And it's gonna attack the little. No, it's gonna attack the big guy. I don't want to keep bashing this dude and getting up in there. Where are you? Spirit weapon, spirit weapon, spirit weapon. I have too many spells, Lou. I apologize. There it is.
Alright, the spirit weapon will strike the creature coming out of seemingly nowhere. Ah.
And boop. I'm gonna throw it right there.
Alright.
And with that, I'm gonna move 10 more feet south, kind of out of the way. That's gonna be my turn.
I need a damage roll.
Oh, yeah, that would help, huh?
That would definitely help. Alright, so you struck for 9 force damage, and your turn would end. The Ghoul Abomination is going to come over this way into the... Actually, no, he's dumb. He's just going to run over at Clank. Clawing wildly. 13 is going to miss, and then a bite attack, which luckily you dodge as well. The Necrophage.
That's perfect. Oh, that was the different dude. Never mind. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's another one. The Necrophage is going to peek out again. See, you are still concentrating on your spell, and he's going to fire some more magic missiles at you. 9 points of damage on Alwyn, and another 3 con saves. Pew pew pew.
Pew, pew, pew. It sounds a lot more innocent than it is.
Yeah, it's more like getting shot. Oh god. Alright, so you hold your spell and you take 9.
So that would be
Okay, then
Okay.
he is gonna go back down, ending his turn. Clank.
Oh, well. Oh, look at
You're
this
wrong.
guy. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna try to. Yeah, I'll try to just use my booming blade. Attempt to.
All right. 15, 18 will strike him with a boom, doing another 23 points of damage, badly wounding him still. But he is
still
up.
alive?
Yeah, it's pretty
yeah.
beefy. And that is it because you
Apparently.
don't get a second attack, right?
Yeah. But I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I was supposed to make a con save at the beginning of the turn, right? Or did I?
So
I
if you
already
made
made.
it once, you're immune.
Cool, man. Cool.
You can give
So
yourself one
that's
of the little
15.
potion bottles.
Cool. I will find that between turns.
And that is a 24-hour effect if you want to record that
Mark
somewhere.
it down. Okay. I think I am going to Misty. That's kind of expensive. I'm just gonna step away and give him an offie.
Oh, risky. All right, he's gonna bite you.
Just gonna try.
Oh. But he will miss, luckily.
Great.
All
No,
right,
that's not fair.
Alwyn.
Oh, bonus action. Actually, I'm gonna use my defensive field. I forgot to do that.
Okay.
Now I'm done.
Alwyn.
Let's do dropping concentration on marked target, firing off Zephyr Strike.
Okay, so
Now,
you.
I need clarification here. Do I need to shoot first to get the damage, or can I move then shoot?
You just have to tell me the attack that's gonna get the advantage and damage before you make it.
Okay, it'll be my first attack after I move here. So,
Okay.
Alwyn's gonna step back just a little bit here. Why are you not? Oh, because you're not on selector tool. Nope, that is selector tool. Doot. Okay, go there. Verify. Okay.
And you should set the spell to do the description, because you're not necessarily going to be using a damage roll for it right away. Just for future use, since you don't know when you're actually going to do the extra damage.
I also don't know how to do that.
I can do it for you really quick. Yeah, so you move away, and then what are you doing?
I will fire. He's oops, back to selector tool. He's down, right? That's what the skull is.
Hang on.
No.
No, I don't think any of them are down yet.
So that's
It's
near
just below a
death.
quarter.
Yeah, the skull and crossbones is below a quarter health, near death.
Where'd that other fucker? Oh, he's around the corner. Okay, so step up one here.
Yep.
Fire first shot here. This will be the Zephyr
All right.
No, if I'm gonna change targets, let's not do the Zephyr Strike on this. Just a regular shot here.
All right. Normal shot. Pew. Yeah. 19 will strike him. Doing 9 points of piercing, which will put him to dying as he goes to the ground, unmoving.
Okay.
Just kind of topples over.
All right. Does his aura stay up as well when he's dying?
He is still stinky for the time being.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? No, I'll say it goes away. It's usually those type of things would just go away.
Okay. All right, second shot here. This will be the Zephyr Strike shot.
All right, advantage. And plus 1d8. Crit.
Yes. All right.
So double all dice, including the d8.
2d8. Raise infusion.
Twice.
Twicey.
So 5, 6, 10, and then your short bow damage.
And is that twice as well, or just once?
Oh, it should do it automatically if you click. And it did not. Interesting. So I just need another d6. So 3 and 7 is 10, and then another 10, so 20 points of damage. Right. He explodes with a bunch of bile as you shoot him. Luckily, there's no one nearby.
I think it's more than 20 points of damage.
Yeah, he's dead either way.
Oh, okay.
This guy? No, this guy's not dead. No, it's just 20 because it's 4, 5, then 3 is 8, then 2 is 10, then 7 plus another 3 is another 10.
Were you doing it on this guy?
No, I was doing it on this guy.
Yeah, okay. Yep,
Yeah.
that is correct. Sorry.
Yeah, because the 9 isn't actually a 9, it's a 3.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Did I do the damage already? Yeah, I think I did. So he took 20 points of damage and looks very unhappy with you. Anything else?
Yeah, we gotta move. So I was here, so 5, 10. I've taken one diagonal. Second diagonal, actually, we'll just do this. Oh, no. Put him, he was here. Come on. Here. I'd like to skirt this rough terrain, so I guess I need to do that, right?
So wait, aren't you here?
Yes. But total movement with Zephyr Strike doubles my movement. So I had moved already, starting, so I did 10. All right.
Yeah, so you did 10, and you have 50 more feet, right?
Yeah. That's why I was measuring out my total out to, because my speed is 35, so I'd have total of 70.
Okay.
Is that right?
Wait, why does it double your speed? Oh, whether you hit or miss. Okay, so your speed is increased by 30. It doesn't double your speed, and it's just for that one turn.
30, so I'm 65.
Yeah, so you'd get
I was
65.
okay then where I was moving here. But now I've got to remeasure here.
Oh. Wait, what? Oh, you ran the other way. Okay.
Yep. Because I don't produce or provoke oppies, so I can run back by him and not have to worry about that right now.
So the only issue is that dead body is difficult terrain that you
So I
ran
have
over.
to leave him more.
So how much could you move? 60?
65. My base speed is 35. That adds.
Oh, never mind. You could have gone around him, so you're good. You're good where you were. I just measured it right there. All right. And your Drake, I'm guessing, is just chilling because you used your bonus action.
She can't move at all?
Okay, go ahead and move her. The bloated ghoul is going to, I guess, turn towards you, Elithor, and do a multi-attack clawing. 8 will miss you luckily, and then a bite attack, which will miss as well. He is going to move here, giving you an Oppie if you want to take it.
You're talking to Elduin?
Yeah, Elduin. Do you want to Oppie Elduin?
He might have stepped away.
I didn't see him
You
say he
didn't
was
hear?
stepping away. Alright, well, I will assume he's not going to take it. Wahaha. He's going to go for here and end his turn. Are you there, Eldwin? Are you muted? What's going on?
You even tried taunting him. I don't know.
Alright, so he's actually going to move back here and end his turn. Elithor.
Why did he move back?
You don't know.
Okay.
He just kind of
alright.
circled around a little.
And I make that save at the end of my turn.
Oh, wait, sorry. I knew what he was doing. So he went over this way. So he'd give you both oppies, ending here.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take my oppie.
Okay. So you spend your reaction and swing. 17 will strike him with the light hammer.
Alright.
Doing 10 and a d10.
Okay. Yep. Well. Let's see here. I don't think it rolled that time. No, because it wasn't my turn yet when he moved, right?
Oh, is it only on your turn?
It's once per turn. Yeah.
Yeah, so it would do it because it's still a turn. It's
Oh,
not
okay.
once per
Alright.
round, it's once per turn. It's like sneak attack. Alright, so another 10. Okay. That is it for him. The other bloated ghoul is gonna run down here. Come in over at Riala and do a claw attack. Which luckily she dodges. But a 25, I'm assuming, is going to hit her.
Yes.
Alright, so you are bit for 21 piercing. Yeah, you hold your spell and luckily do not get Darkul Fever. Top of the round, Riala.
Wait.
Wow.
I got skipped.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I made the action.
Alright, Elithor. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go for this guy. Get flanking on him,
Okay.
and I'm gonna make 2 hammer attacks.
Alright, so you bring down the hammer with flank. 23 will strike him.
Am I still at disadvantage though?
If you're poisoned, you would be. Luckily, 17 would still strike him.
Okay. 8.
Smacking him for 8 does not seem to trigger his unholy stench. Second attack. Oh, and a d10 on that as well. I assume you're doing your giants thing.
Yeah. Let's see here. I gotta remember to toggle that. There you go.
Alright, so another 7. And second attack will strike as well with a 25, doing 10 points, getting his attention off Riala. So Riala, top of the round, it is your turn. What are you doing? Alright, is this your once a day, or are you just casting it?
Yeah, muted.
Muted.
This is, I already used my once a day, so this
Okay.
is a spell slot. It just, because I have it in there as a daily resource, it won't subtract the spells when I click it, so I have to do it manually.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pop over here.
Poof. Yeah, poof 30 feet into the mists. Reappearing
And then-
elsewhere.
I will shoot a sacred flame at this guy.
Alright. Fire towards
I
him.
think he's up to no good.
Oh, look at that.
tiny
Matrix dodge. Alright.
damage. Yeah, he's been dodged. That's the third sacred flame he's dodged.
that was this guy. He's dead.
Okay.
This guy just happened to roll that 20 there. Alright. So Riala, that it?
I'll use my movement to move a little further.
Okay, over the rocks a bit. All right, Elduin, are you back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Oh, and I would call out. There's another creature to the east of that building. I gestured down to this building.
I say I'm on
I
my
don't-
way.
In case the others didn't know about him. That's all.
Well, I keep seeing him firing magic missiles. All right. So yeah, what are you doing, Elduin?
I'm gonna dash towards that said creature.
Okay.
So, put me here, and that will be my turn.
All right, Ophelia.
I am muted. I am going to move spirit weapon down to Alethor. Help him down here. I'll move it up one. We're gonna roll for damage.
That's smacking that guy.
Damn it, it's not on my macros anymore. It's alright.
Yeah, 18 would strike the creature. Oh, nice. Hitting him for 13 force. Oh, that would
And
wound
then
him.
I am going to follow Alduin. Phew.
Right, running in that direction.
As my main action now, I am going to hold on. Let me see this real quick. Sorry.
You good?
Yeah, I will. Who do I want to use this on?
I take my turns much faster than you guys do.
I know. I appreciate it. I'm going to use the sacred flame that's blessed on the guy to the north. That's around all three of them.
Alright, so you hurl a sacred flame up there. Oh, but he is out of range and your sacred flame would fail.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Nope, I just measured.
It's pretty serious.
Oh, dude, I suck. Okay, well, I guess
It's
that's.
flying towards him and it just goes.
Guess I could have hit that guy. All right, well, all right, cool story.
Alright.
Well, I guess that's.
The ghoul abomination is oh wait, sorry, these are not humanoids. They can't get back up. He's just down. The necrophage sees well, he's gonna he sees you turn the corner and he is gonna start chanting at you. I need a wisdom save. As you feel yourself starting to become paralyzed. Oh, you succumb to the magics and are paralyzed as he concentrates on the spell. He is going to then flee south like the jerk he is. Riala. Or wait, no, Clank. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I was gonna say that was an extremely fast round.
Ignore
I see how
me.
we have to lie. I'll run over here and try to booming blade that guy.
Alright, so you rush over, doing a boom and punch with flank. You indeed punch him.
Cool. And then I'm going. Oh yeah, the damage. Right, the important part.
Alright, so he explodes as you punch him,
Oh man.
falling over into a dying state.
Oh. But he doesn't like explode like spew.
No, he doesn't spew bile because it's not a piercing or slashing attack.
Oh, cool. Well, in that case, I am going to do my little bonus action. Poof back over here. And then
Alright. Okay, cool
run
punch.
20 feet. Rhea, I don't want to be standing next to you in case that wizard throws something that explodes.
Alright, Alwyn.
Oh,
Did the poison wear off after a turn, or is that?
It's till the
Continue.
end of your next turn.
Oh, I've had it for like 3 turns.
Yeah, it would have worn off by now.
Thank you.
one of you got the fever, didn't you? I think it was Elduin.
Yeah, I
You're
got
just
it.
getting everything. Jeez.
It's getting unlucky. All right, so Alwyn, what are you doing? He's got a fever.
Fever.
And the only prescription is more Calvin.
Damn it, Lou. I just posted it.
Did you post something in the Discord?
Guess what? I've got a fever, and the only cure is more cowbell.
Yep.
Fudge.
Well, in this case, the only cure is a remove disease spell, but yeah, similar idea. Or a bunch of con saves. All right, so sorry, Alwyn, what are you doing?
Yeah. I'm gonna
Time.
move there 25 feet.
Okay.
Mark target.
All right. You, once again, your concentration is gone. So
No idea, man.
Is anyone else's concentration disappearing?
Yeah, not
Mine's-
sure. I know I've
mine's
fought
holding.
that in the past where it's dropped off like that, but I don't know enough to know what would
I mean-
cause it to drop.
Sometimes when Lou talks monotone,
You just are begging for death tonight. Shut
What?
your dirty mouth.
What?
Shut up!
Yeah, it shouldn't be dropping off.
Sorry.
That's weird. All right.
Hey, anyways,
yeah.
my kindly DM, after the marked target, we'll go ahead and make the first shot.
All right. That was this guy, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you fire at that guy. Mark. 24 will strike, doing 12. Which
Don't
unfortunately
do that. That's a D8. Go ahead.
will cause him to explode for more poison. Alethor.
God dang it, I'm sorry, Alethor. You just hear Alan yell, "My bad."
So con save, Alethor. Alright, you resist. But how much did you do to him? Just 12?
I messed up and clicked a D8 instead of a D6, so that didn't go through. So it'd be the 12 plus
16.
the 4.
Alright, so
Yep.
he takes 16.
And Ray is in range. We'll throw the infused strike with that. 3.
Alright, so 19 minus 19. That will keep him at wounded. Second shot.
Yep.
29 will strike as another arrow hits him. For 8 more damage, plus another 6, so 14. Ending your turn because you are out of time. Ray.
Wait. Did Alwyn move?
Okay.
Did you
I
move
don't
your
know.
full movement?
No, I didn't move my full movement.
Rhea would say, if you can, could you push me closer to Eldwin? That's all.
All
I
right,
can't
Ray.
shove.
Oh, I guess that's
Um,
right. You can't just use your movement. You have to use an action to grapple me. Okay, sorry.
But it is Ray's turn. What's she doing?
Ray moves. He's there.
All right, flies over that way, ending her turn, right?
We're good here. We're all done. I ran out of time. I heard you loud and clear, sir.
All right, this guy is dying. Elithor.
Okay.
Eudithor. Oh, there you are.
Yes. I'm gonna hit the guy in front of me again. Let's try to get.
All right.
Oh boy.
The hammer comes down, splotching him.
Yay! And then 14.
14 will put him to badly wounded.
I'm gonna do it again.
Oh, he will not. As you trip and almost fall over. He will, in response, attack you back. Clawing viciously. 17 will hit you. Slicing you for 16 slashing.
Half.
Alright, half. So 8 slashing, and I need a con save.
right, 1 second. Con save.
Yes. All right, so you're okay. Snarling with frustration, he bites into you, doing another 10 points of piercing. Luckily, again, you are able to half it, and a Daracool Fever con save, please.
Oh.
But you resist. All right, ending the round, Riala.
All right. I'm gonna have to use a Misty Step. So
All right.
that is my last level 2 spell slot.
No.
So once again, you step into the mists, reappearing elsewhere.
And then I am gonna, let's see here. So Misty Step, I'll go here.
All right.
And then I will use my movement 5, 10, 15, 20,
All right.
30.
Yeah.
And my action, I will spend level 3 on a Lesser Restoration on Eldwin.
All right.
Didn't you already Misty Step?
That. Oh, shit!
Yeah,
That's
you.
right.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to do the 2 spells.
Damn it! All right.
Isn't Misty Step a bonus
all right.
action?
Let
It
me see
is,
then.
but they're both non-cantrips. If you do 2
Could I-
spells with a bonus, you have to do a cantrip as one of them.
Am
So
I
you
okay?
Back up a little bit.
Since
Second
since I'm an idiot, could I have used my action to Sacred Flame this guy before I ran off?
Sure, you can Sacred Flame him.
Right. And then I'll maybe. Oh gosh, he's
Do a-
paralyzed for his turn though. Oh, I was so eager to like unparalyze him before his turn.
Now, luckily, he doesn't have a bunch of ghouls on him, so he's probably going to be okay. He just can't chase them
Yeah,
all
I
down.
just wanted him to go after the sneaky guy.
Sneaky guy.
Sorry,
All right. So this guy makes a dex save. Oh no, caught up with him.
Haha.
He will not dodge it.
Not gonna roll, but you know.
Taking 10 damage. Still alive.
That's my
Elduin,
turn.
you are paralyzed, but you do get a save at the end of your turn. Wisdom save, DC 13.
All right.
Oh, but no, you are still paralyzed. Ophelia.
Rhea, you're not there anymore, correct?
No, she is. She ran this way. She blasted this guy before she did.
I thought she oh, she okay, yeah. Okay. She used all of her movement to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
I was gonna move him back out of the line of sight, but okay. I can't do that.
I mean,
will.
I'm not sure that he can see me right now.
Not you. I was gonna pull Alduin out of the way.
Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. I messed up your plan.
I will. I guess I got other plans too. I can help out. I am going to move to here. Dink. I am going to use my bonus action to Spirit Weapon on the dude that Elithor is fighting.
All right. We'll swing at him. 15 strikes. Knocking him for 11 force damage, which is going to bring him down.
And then now that I'm over here, I am going to Blessed Sacred Flame.
Okay, on this thing.
Yeah, on the sneaky dude.
So he is going to try to dex save. Which he does, jumping out of the way of the Sacred Flame. Ah.
Dang, good roll.
Oh, my
Okay,
yeah. So that's
that is what I have for my turn. Done.
Alright, so the ghoul is going to rush south. 30. And it is going to rush south another 30. And it is going to start retreating. You'll have one turn to shoot at it. Clank. As it starts to run off into the ruins. Are you muted, Clank? So I guess at this turn,
Yes, I
or
am.
at this point,
But
are you going to try to hit this thing that's retreating, or do you want to just drop out of combat?
Well, I want to hit this thing.
All right, Clank, what are you doing?
Oh, I can't get to it. I can't even get to it. Never mind.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so
we
we're
dropped out.
Here.
dropping out. All right, so the ghoul retreats into the darkness, disappearing behind some buildings in the distance. Luckily, none of the other ghouls from the immediate area came. There were a couple of loud bangs from the thunder gauntlets, but not loud enough to attract any more attention. So yeah, what do you guys want to do? Continue towards the church, or are you doing anything here?
Do we want to collect any essence?
I assume Eldwin is freed.
Yeah, we'll say the paralysis wears off after a bit. You would believe with your. Do you have medicine on this character?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
All right, of course.
So does
So
Ophelia.
yeah, so
Of course.
you two both believe that he has been stricken with a disease.
What does the disease do?
Yeah, do we know more?
Disease.
Let me see.
Or do we have to make a roll?
I will roll. I know many medicine thingies.
Let me see.
This one doesn't occur much in the Feywild, apparently, but it might have apparently it occurred at the hospital near the convent where Ophelia was raised.
You know, she read about it, you know.
Well, it is a. Here we go. They're cool fever.
I know I have something for this.
So I'll just paste what it does in the chat. So that's basically, that's what it does.
Every long rest.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
No. It's a
After
disease,
the
so
disease
does
is cured,
like
so it's cumulative. Each if they take multiple long rests, that accumulates. Is that correct?
Yeah, so
If
they
you said
basically
cured.
keep losing max HP until they die from it.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Okay.
you did roll at advantage for that, right, Eldwin?
I did not.
Because you're not immune, but I think you're resistant to diseases and stuff.
Hang on.
Here.
I don't think that's the case.
Here, one sec.
okay, so
But yeah, that's
protect from poison.
it would be too late at this point anyway. But yeah, it might be good to know for next time because I don't want to go pull up the roll from like 50 turns ago.
I am going to. I'll just use a lesser restoration. Give you advantage if you can remember that.
Okay.
So I think you'd use that.
Save it to the end of the day.
Yeah, you'd use that at the end of the day before he's
Okay.
trying to make his save.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I can do that. Okay.
All right. So, but for now, what are you gonna do? It doesn't do anything to him right now, but you could tell he's diseased.
I mean, does he look any different than actually before? Like he was kind of pale looking before.
I mean, he'd probably look similar. Yeah.
Well, should we get moving right away
Or
before
do we
that one
harvest?
brings its friends? Yeah. What do you think, Rhea, Elithor, Eldwin, Alwyn?
Elithor would probably look like he's kind of covered in wounds, for the most part. Says, I could use a little break myself, but I can go ahead if everybody else wants to.
Where did you go?
I clicked to move a couple times and it froze, and then I teleported.
Cool. So you vote short rest somewhere. Anybody else? Thoughts? Rhea, Alwyn, Eldwin?
I'm fine to keep going.
Melody says we should probably make for the church if we're going to short rest.
Cool.
Yeah.
But is
Sounds
anyone
good.
collecting the essence from these things? We'll take like 3 minutes if you want to do that.
I kind of do, but what do
Yeah, I
y'all
will.
think?
Alright,
Do it.
so you take some time.
I don't suppose there are any paladins among Sithral's people. I'm kind of asking the group. I think they're mostly just sneak thieves and
I don't think
Stabby.
anyone holy is working for Sithril.
Ruffians.
That is sneak thieves.
dagger happy people.
Sneak thieves.
Ophelia chimes in, like, no.
And remind me, do any of you have religious training?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does the cleric have religion?
Okay, I have played several clerics who don't have religion, so just saying. I mean, it's an int-based skill, and you're a wisdom-based character, so.
But I'm a cleric.
Just like
It
druids
just
don't
made
always
sense.
have nature.
See, I
True.
would do that just for flavor, I guess, so I guess it makes sense though to ask.
No, I've done it both ways. Yeah, it's fair.
Alright, so you collect some essence, which is there.
Cool. I think I'm gonna put this in the party treasury.
Yeah.
And I assume you are moving on.
I asked the party, can you give me 10 minutes so we can detect anything magic on the way?
Go for it.
I'm good with that. Yeah, and I'd start casting detect magic as well.
So Ophelia, you're still concentrating on
Oh yeah.
find whatever it's called, right?
Oh, locate object. Yeah, I never cast any concentration spells for that reason. Yes, I will continue casting locate object.
Do you want me to cast detect magic? But I think we should get moving.
If you can't, you'd have to instant cast it, or I would run out of time for locate object.
Cool. Yeah, then let's mosey.
Alright, so you continue onward. Moving
Onward.
through the streets towards the church. I assume still trying to be quiet.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Alwyn is very seriously watching Ophelia right now.
So at this point, as you get to about
She's
here, you
Being
would
sneaky.
detect the dagger to the north of you at about 1,000 feet.
Oh, well, I immediately tell the party, hey, found the dagger. Do we go to the church with
in
the
that
dagger?
direction, but with caution.
I say that way. 1,000 feet.
I know we aren't the stealthiest, but let us attempt to approach unostentatiously.
Ooh.
That's a word, right?
Yeah, let's.
Of course.
Yeah, let's not try to fight any more ghouls.
Do we go to the church or do we go to the dagger?
I think the church is more important right now.
We follow the dagger, I think. It could move
Yeah.
easily if we investigate elsewhere.
I say a dagger.
Shock nods. He says the church isn't going anywhere. The dagger might be on the move.
Oh, I think that's our plan then, shall we?
Alright, so you head north. And about this point, your spell would run out, so you don't... Last you detected the dagger, it was moving northeast.
Bam, throw it up again.
Alright, casting another second level spell, you would still detect it moving northeast, kind of, yeah. Still
So
away
I
from
can
you.
sense it's moving.
Yes, someone might have it, because it's moving.
Okay, do we see anyone? Like 1,000 feet isn't like crazy far.
In an open plain, that's true, but with all the ruins everywhere, there's a bunch of buildings in the way.
Okay.
And it's also kind of dark and gloomy out. There's like a weird, almost unnatural like bunch of clouds in the sky over the city,
I'd like to.
which makes
I'd like
everything
to-
low light.
I'd like to summon a wild companion to fly above and scout ahead.
Okay, so what are you casting? Or are you doing wild shape?
Wild companion. So I'm using my wild shape. Yeah.
All right, what do you summon?
It's my Will-o'-the-Wisp. It has owl stats.
Okay, so I assume you're kind of looking through its eyes as well.
I think the party is continuing to move, so because we don't want to stop and stand around. So
Alright.
no, I'm not looking through its eyes unless I can ride Ray or something. But no, I would mentally keep a link with it and ask it to look for creatures on the move, and it's gonna try and stay a pretty good height up, like 60 feet.
Okay. So it would
And I
tell
would-
you it
Yeah, go ahead.
sees strange spectral figures in the distance to the north, but it doesn't know if any of them has the dagger. Can't really
And
tell.
And based on my sense of my familiar's location, I would tell Ophelia what the familiar is reporting and give her an idea of my familiar's location so that she can compare it with what she's feeling with the locate object and see if it seems like the specters that the familiar is following might be the same thing that she's detecting, or the carriers of what she's detecting.
Yeah, Lou. Answer that.
You,
I like that idea.
You are not sure.
Oh, okay.
You don't see anything, or your familiar doesn't see anything moving over there, which means it might be stealthing.
Oh, the specters aren't moving.
No, most of the specters that it sees are kind of almost like they're guarding the area.
Okay. All right. Well, my familiar will continue
I
to.
guess
And
I assume you're going to kind of describe them to the group.
Yes. Yeah. I'll say aloud everything that I can. I maybe I'd even stop for like a minute. Like once the familiar reports that there's specters, I might stop and just kind of lean on somebody for a second. Like, give me a moment. I need to close my eyes and see through my familiar, and just lean on somebody and take a look so that I can actually see them myself. And I just like a minute, and then that way I can better explain to the party like what my familiar is seeing.
Okay. So you look through its eyes, temporarily increasing the distance the group can see. Looks like several groups of them are to the north, around what appear to be very old, like marketplace encampments, like stalls that are kind of falling apart and old tents that are also decaying.
I would tell my familiar to continue looking for creatures that are moving, but I would not look through its eyes anymore. Just that minute or so to get a description of what it reports back to me.
All right.
And is the what I saw through the familiar's eyes pretty representative of like the numbers I'm seeing, or are there more than like 4?
So you think no, those are groups. So you'd seen about 15 of them. They're small groups, but they're not like that small. They're like small war bands, basically, of soldiers.
And the distance between one group to the next?
They seem to have the same markings as those iron ghouls you fought, but these seem more like spirits, specters, like spectral warriors. But again, kind of armed with Issik's old, basically symbols on them. Maybe some kind of soldiers.
And the distance between the groups? Like, are they close enough that entering combat with one might draw the other?
It's like 100 feet, because it's 100 feet per square. So, I mean, they would get there in a couple of rounds.
But not, I would share all of it.
Yeah, not like right next to each other.
I share everything I learn.
Okay.
Discuss.
At this point, the dagger has disappeared out of range again. Last seen northeast of you. Ophelia,
Even
just
though,
FYI.
even though we're following it.
Well, you stop moving to do this.
I only stopped for a second, or for 1 minute.
Yeah, and the guy was at the edge, so at this point, whoever it was is gone. But you can keep moving in that direction, maybe pick it back up. Though that would take you pretty close to the ghosts. But yeah, in any case, for now, you don't know where it went. Well, you know where it was last seen, at the edge of your 1,000 feet. Like right about here-ish.
I would ask Willow to continue in that direction based on, I assume, Ophelia tells us what she's sensing, just in case she catches anything. But I would tell Ophelia that I suspect
guess-
whatever's carrying the dagger might be invisible. Go ahead.
I guess, Lou, the moment it would exit, I would want to catch back up to it and keep chasing it. Like, if I sensed it.
So you're going to
Sound like
risk
too late
getting
of a thing.
close to the ghosts?
I mean, I'd want to stay at a distance, but yeah. Like, how
Alright.
close are they?
They are
The biscuit.
probably about 1,000-ish feet from you now. You can't really see them because, again, there's ruins in the way, but as you move through the city, like, that's why there's kind of the fog of war there, because, like, basically the darkness and the ruins make it hard to see long distances.
Let us.
Yeah, I'm gonna
let us
keep
try
heading
to
towards
skirt-
that.
Let us try to skirt this marketplace area that seems to be more infested, since the dagger appears to be continuing beyond it.
Okay, and then,
Alright.
like, right there.
So, Elduin, your patron would say this place is thick with familiar magics, the same type of magics that I felt at the church. He says whatever happened here might be related to the catastrophe in Chaur.
Could be another Shadow Lord.
He says it's impossible. There's only one Shadow Lord.
Is there, though?
Shh, you're not in this conversation.
You don't hear this.
Eldwin just looks extra pensive.
Looks stoic.
Yeah. At the point he's a little confused, but
He
doesn't
says
say back.
it's most likely someone researched the magics that were employed during the 12th cycle and used them on this city. Impressive someone could master such a powerful ritual. The magnitude of the destruction here is tenfold compared to the Church of Chaur. He says, my guess would be they also had the goal of stealing life force from the inhabitants. Perhaps these undead are the result.
Maybe you're right. Well,
Alright, so that scene over. Where are you going exactly to avoid these ghosts, and how are you avoiding them? Luckily, they don't see you well either, because, the darkness and the buildings make it hard for both sides to see each other.
Where is, like, the last spot I sensed it on the map? Could you mark it?
Yeah, it was up this way.
Yeah, let's kind of skirt the marketplace.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely skirt the marketplace. Start going more east.
So I need stealth checks as you're trying to keep out of view.
Close to the path we just arrowed.
Definitely.
Oops.
Definitely not. Yeah. I was saying like more like over here, Lou.
Oh, you want to go that way?
said,
That's
like,
gonna take you
east.
much further away from the object.
I can
But
make a
that's
stealth
fine.
check.
So you go down this way, choosing caution over quickness.
Ophelia, are you feeling okay? You're just really hesitant and cautious today.
Yeah. Losing a friend can do that.
Touche.
But yeah, as you get to this area, you still don't sense the object anymore. It may have gone north a ways.
I will head in the anticipated direction while this spell is still up and assume that since it was heading, it'd be like somewhere up here-ish.
Okay. So you are heading through the marketplace. I assume trying to be quiet, so let me get some stealth checks at this point. Even though the ghosts are no longer nearby, there are always ghouls. And actually, it seemed like in the southern areas you had less of a ghoul threat by the ghosts, but now you're kind of back in dangerous areas.
Oh, we're doing good. Let's see what our
I,
fifth.
I got two 21s.
Mine was a
Look at
wash
that.
because I used Kenku Recall.
All right. So at the top three, 22, 21, and 18, you managed to keep the ghouls off of you for the time
22,
being.
21, and 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, heavy armor. Never mind.
No, I used Kenku
No.
Recall to wash that
Oh,
out.
there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 20 was our low.
And as you are moving through the streets,
And I will have.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. I don't know that it will matter because I think whatever is carrying the dagger might be invisible, but Willow is kind of making zigzag passes in a northeasterly direction, staying 60 feet up.
Okay, flying
Well ahead of us.
around. What's her passive perception?
Oh, probably not good. Whatever the owl
Okay.
stats are.
19.
No,
No,
it's not
I think
19.
I think it's high.
No, it's not that
No,
high.
it has advantage, so it's plus 5,
It's-
but I think it's like maybe
She's
15.
got +3.
Oh, 18.
And
That's not
she
bad.
has 12 wisdom.
Oh, so
Plus 4,
plus.
basically.
Well,
Oh, well, no. +3 is what it. Yeah, okay.
isn't it advantage on the owl stats to perception?
Is it?
I thought owls had advantage.
I think they do have like really good.
I don't know. Like, I mean, it doesn't say that on the character sheet, but
Weird. I thought they did. Alright. Well, anyway. You don't sense the dagger moving anymore.
It does have it has keen hearing and sight. The owl has advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on
oh
hearing.
yeah, I
perception.
do see that. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. It
And,
is on the sheet. I just was looking at stats and not reading all the different abilities. Yeah.
and as you get to this neighborhood, you think the dagger is somewhere in the area nearby.
Okay. I keep heading in the direction that the dagger is, and I just cautiously point this out to the group and just kind of like start pointing.
Just FYI, these houses are not single houses. They're basically like neighborhoods of houses. So as you get close to that area,
Since Willow's not seeing what we're looking for, can she come back towards us and just kind of be our eyes in the sky for what might be approaching us?
yeah, that's fine. She's kind of doing Overwatch. So as you approach that neighborhood, a voice surprises you, calling down from above. Looking up, you see what you think is some sort of undead, but it seems more conscious than many of the ghouls you've seen. The undead will say, "Why do you follow me, living ones?" And you think he has the dagger. You're almost certain of it.
I said, do you know you have a noose around your neck?
He doesn't
sir?
actually have a noose around his neck.
Oh.
But he looks like that otherwise.
I just say, we are looking for something you might have.
Yes.
He eyes you curiously and says, and what might I have?
There
Well?
are some magic items we are seeking.
He says, "You are the ones who were fighting the ghouls yesterday. The fools that brought them all upon you." He looks at you especially, Ophelia.
That is a
Yeah.
very astute and accurate assessment.
He
I
says,
just kind of
Yeah.
shrug my shoulders.
He says, well, yes, I have the possessions of your friend. I took them fairly as they were left behind."
Ish.
He says, "They are mine now."
Well, what would be a fair way for us to get them back for you? Is there something we can do to help you?
Give me a persuasion check.
Yeah.
Actually, anyone, I'll take up to 2 persuasion checks from the group.
Can I
I only have a +2.
I don't
Never
mind.
never
Any-
mind. I don't
Yeah,
have it.
anyone can talk, and I'll take up to 2 persuasion checks from the group, as long as the people who
Never mind.
rolled are saying
Alright.
something.
What about an intimidation check?
I will flash mine.
Nerd. Wait,
I'm
our
gonna flash
persuasion people have +2 and +4. We need to talk about rolls, guys.
All right, so you're a flash of geniusing yourself, Clank.
Yeah.
So that's what, 16?
Rhea, are you a persuasive? +5. 17.
Did you say you're trying to intimidate him? What are you saying to him?
Oh, I said, is that something I could do? Or
Yeah, if you want to say something.
you'll have to roll for me because I'm already out the door. But
Oh my god.
all
Alright, never mind.
Never mind, you don't
Yeah,
count.
Well, go ahead. What are you saying?
I'm sorry, I gotta work at night.
How dare
I
you.
Say, return my brother's thanks.
It's kind of forcefully, and I'll actually turn that into a persuasion. He kind of looks at you and says, "They belong to your brother. I know what it is like to lose a family member. None of mine still remain, and their possessions are long gone. Perhaps we can reach an understanding. Do you have anything to trade? Perhaps some of the soul crystals that lie throughout the city?"
Soul crystals.
Says, yes. They are dark crystals pulsing with necrotic energies. They are in various places throughout the city. I am not able to see them due to some sort of magic, but their energies help me. Perhaps you've come upon some as you were going through the city.
So, and I don't know, people may have forgotten this, but in Elric's bag of holding the entire time, there has been a blue crystal.
Yeah.
But
Arcane crystal.
it's a blue crystal, but it's not necessarily. There's no reason for us to think that it's the same as the crystal he's talking
But
about.
still, I mean, that guy would have that. So
Yeah, if he has the bag of holding, he has that.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, all right.
Yep.
Which he does have the
What
bag
do you
holding.
mean? Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. He says, and if you haven't seen any of those, perhaps you could help me get one that I'm almost certain I know where it is.
We have been within the city for very short periods of time. We entered and were almost immediately embroiled on combat yesterday, left after that combat, and have entered quite recently today and been here a short time. But so we've not encountered these crystals you speak of, but it's not. It is possibly because we've been here so short a time. Can you tell us more about them?
He looks at you a little closer now, kind of turning his head slightly. He says, You are a fey creature, are you not?"
I am.
"I have seen others of your kind within the city. What business?" Yes.
Currently?
He says, "What business does the Fey realm have within this city of shadows?"
I know not the aims of any of my brethren that reside here, but I have come here through a series of circumstance. Coincidence?
see.
I know not. I joined with adventurers of some potential, and here we are.
Again, up to 2 persuasion checks from the group.
We don't really have a face, guys. We okay. Next long rest, we got to talk about who's gonna roll for certain stuff, because none of us have very high persuasion.
Look. We can talk about that all day. Y'all had one. Y'all never used him. And now he's
Alright,
dead.
so with the 7.
He used himself all the time.
He
We
was
didn't have to
used
use
over
him.
here.
He went off and talked to
He
people.
himself.
There you go.
What the hell?
He says
That's getting quoted.
that's a bit too much of a coincidence for me to believe that there just happen to be several Fey factions within the city. You are lying to me, aren't you? He
I would-
seems angered.
Happily claim deceit if I were weaving a web of such. You know, it is our way, but I am more interested in. I'm most interested in what Fae may be here, as I know not who they are or their purpose. Believe me if you wish or not. I cannot sway you, it seems.
Another 2 persuasion checks, please.
All right, we got to roll better at some point, right?
Oh, that's
There
a
it
bit better.
is.
Oh, that was the second roll. Clank. I saw your crit, and I was like, oh.
So he says, perhaps you are correct. If you had meant to deceive, you would revel in it as your kind often does. He says, perhaps we could be of service to each other, but I want to know first, why are you in Issyk if you're not with the other Fey houses? He says, what brings you to the city of the damned? And at that
Killing
point,
undead,
we are
especially
going
yourself.
to end, because I just realized it's 10 minutes over. So why don't we do MVP votes and pick it up next week?
The bargain will be, we will not kill you.
You say that?
Please
No,
don't.
game is
We
over.
ended
Game is
session.
over.
Oh,
No
game's
more
over.
dumb
Over.
shit.
Let's do votes, people.
Yeah, MVP votes.
I mean, I'm going to. It's just so you guys are aware.
You're going to put a reminder
I'm gonna
note
cut
to
your
yourself.
throat out.
We're going to have a retconned last long rest chat in the RP channel this week.
We'll do a flashback, remembering when
The
everyone
moment
was
if
yelling at
Ophelia tries to say
Ophelia.
anything else like that, Eldon's just gonna like
Alright,
put his mouth over her mouth and be like, "Shut up."
you're going to put your mouth over her mouth?
Oh
Whoa.
my god.
I mean, hand it over my
Little
mouth.
I mean, that's one way of
Oh.
silencing someone.
Just give her a big old sloppy kiss. She's like,
That's
oh,
called assault, sir.
oh,
She would
why?
probably be so just
Alright.
shocked and confused that she would
It's true. It
like
probably
silence
would,
herself for at least a couple minutes.
probably
Like,
would catch
what?
her off
What?
guard.
I meant to say hand.
I know.
I'm
It was just
tired.
funny. Ria, with 4 votes, you're MVP. Congrats.
Oh
Yay.
wow! Thank you guys.
Oh,
Yeah, good game.
I appreciate your bird eye.
Oh, thank.
appreciate your bird eye.
Not me either.
Alright.
All right, gents. It was a pleasure. Good night.
Good
Yeah,
game,
well done.
everybody. See y'all later.
Thank
See
you
you
guys.
later.
All next week.
And
Night.
just keep in mind, I'm gonna intimidate this dude and threaten him unless we get our way, because he's
I can
undead.
do that.
I hate him.
I can do that at his day.
Yeah. I
One
hate
of
this
your
dude.
rooms.
Yeah. Alright.
See y'all.
Alright,
Thanks for
night, guys.
Fun time.
Good
Thanks,
night.
Luke.
Yeah, no problem.
See, I think I sometimes I see this. I'm not good at roleplay. I totally wrote this character that is all against like necrosis and undead and undeath and anything against the natural order and natural life and natural cycle that, you know, death returns to the soil and becomes new life instead of continuing on and all that jazz. Like I wrote this character and then I totally forgot. Like we walk up to this guy and he shows some degree of like intelligence and possibility of like what's the word? Like working with him, negotiation, and I automatically went into like the talk mode, and I think that's me as a player not considering my character. And then Ophelia says, yeah, I'm just going to intimidate him now because he's undead and I hate him. And I'm like, oh shit, how would Rhea be? But the other thing is that Rhea was super uncomfortable around Aldwin initially when she found out that he had died, but that was after she'd run with him for a little bit and come to like respect him to a certain degree, so she was kind of torn. And so, yeah, I don't know. She's questioning her beliefs, I guess.
That makes sense. I mean, she's encountered Elduin, who is a ally undead.
Well, and the nice thing was that his whole resurrection thing or comeback thing or whatever happened before she joined the party, and it took a number of sessions before the party actually said anything about it to her. And even then it was just like in passing. Nobody actually like thought about like telling her. And so by then she'd like Eldwin had established some degree of rapport with her, and she like had come to respect him, because he is relatively like measured and thoughtful and calm and dependable, and as barbarians go.
Yeah. The thing that was weird was Ophelia started with, well, maybe we can help you. And now she's going to be like, I'm going to fucking threaten you. Better give me what I want.
She's so okay. There's no telling which Ophelia we're gonna get in any given. Cause like, didn't she like literally start out the session today like one way, and then we made a joke about like her doing something, and then like